All right, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Play by Play with Dr. Delay. I, of course, am Dr. Delay, and we got some college football for you tonight as the Miami of Ohio Redhawks travel to Wisconsin to take on, of course, the Wisconsin Badgers. The Badgers enter tonight with a, kind of a chip on their shoulder, not necessarily against the Redhawks or anything like that, but the fact that they finished 5-7 last year, and I'm sure they are looking for a much better season this year, as we are tuning in right now to Rutgers and Ohio. Rutgers, they are currently up 34-31, so we'll see how that goes. But again, appreciate you guys for tuning on in, or eventually will. But yeah, hopefully we'll get onto the field as soon as possible. Again, we are on the channel of Wisconsin and Miami of Ohio, but Rutgers and Ohio. Rutgers and Ohio are currently playing in that one. Wisconsin obviously heavily favored, again, by minus 18.5. That is the spread. So I want to know what's going to win tonight, what's going to cover. I don't know. I guess we'll see. As Rutgers is pretty much trying to run out the clock right now. Again, they're currently up 34-31, first and 10 inside the 30. But that is not the game I'm covering. Again, Wisconsin looking for a bounce back here. Miami of Ohio, I believe they finished 9-4, 9-5 last year. I wonder if I can find that information. Let's see here. Oh, that's last year's stats. Yeah, they finished 9-5, beat Colorado State in the Arizona Bowl. So that's a pretty solid finish for Miami of Ohio. Again, Wisconsin looking to finally get back into where they were. They were pretty solid Big Ten team for many years. I guess the last few haven't went according to plan. So we'll see how that goes. As Rutgers, I don't know. Rutgers looks like they may be, I don't know. This will be interesting. I'm going to go ahead and, obviously until we get to Miami of Ohio and Wisconsin. I'll go ahead and call the ending of this game. I just exited out because I'm an idiot. Hold on. This is going the worst possible start you can possibly have here. Let's see. It is a timeout anyway, so it doesn't even matter. But there we go. We'll see how this one goes. So right now, it is 34-31. Whoa, that is not accurate. Is that accurate? Yeah, it is. It's only 2 minutes left in this one. It says 6:41. What the heck? Boise ain't dude. Boise's getting wrecked. Boise, they will not be ranked at all this year. They're going to be done. This is it. I mean, they are down 27 to South Florida. Yeah, no, this is it. That 25 ranking was the best they're going to do this year. That's a shame, but hey, that means there's going to be another group of 5 team in the playoff. That's all that means. That's pretty exciting. That's pretty exciting, actually. So that's unless everyone's just bad. So again, it opens an opportunity for Ohio, or obviously the Wisconsin Badgers playing Miami of Ohio. So again, it opens up the door for a bunch of other possibilities. Again, I don't know why it says 6:41. It's a 2-minute warning currently in Ohio, or in Rutgers in New Jersey, of course, Piscataway, New Jersey, if I recall. So where Rutgers, again, they're just holding on to a slim lead. Again, I do apologize. I was kind of just expecting to get into the game, and we're going to have to wait for a little bit. Of course, I do appreciate you guys tuning on in. Again, I do have a poll, and I see there are some votes coming in. Let's see how this goes. 50-50. Wow. 2 of you guys think Miami will cover Wisconsin. I was watching the NC State game, waiting for you to appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Hey, my friend, how are you doing tonight? I'm doing good tonight and been busy for a while, and today is a National Power Rangers Day. I'm not really much of a Power Rangers guy, but that's interesting. I didn't know that. Yeah, I'm ready for this. Hopefully it goes well tonight. It's going to be a third down for Rutgers. Again, the field on the screen is going to be a little bit behind. I don't know what's going on, but Rutgers just trying to run out the clock against Ohio. Ohio gave them a really good fight. I was watching a little bit earlier. So it's 3rd and about 14. They're at the 35. They need to get to the 21. Rutgers in the shotgun. And looks like they're going to hand it up the middle. It's a draw play. He's at the 30, and he's going to get down at about the 28. So, again, Ohio might have a great opportunity to pull an upset. Many people, I don't know how much, if you guys really pay attention to the MAC or not, but Ohio was a common pick to win the MAC. Them and Toledo, along with Miami of Ohio, which you'll see later this evening. But it's definitely going to be very interesting in the MAC. What games are you doing Saturday? I'm still uncertain. I know I'm doing at least one baseball game, but because of the way things are going on with college streaming on YouTube, I'm actually very cautious now about going all in on some of these college games. But of course, after baseball season, I'm going to be doing it anyway. But while baseball is here, I think what's best for the channel is to continue doing baseball. But of course, I can guarantee I'll be doing some college football every Saturday, but it might just be one. So again, for this Saturday, I don't know yet. I just made the Duquesne Pitt thumbnail. I'm still uncertain if I'm doing it. So again, it was a timeout Ohio. It's going to be 4th down of Rutgers whenever we do return there. If I catch the Wisconsin game on TV, I'll watch it there. If not, I'll definitely be in the stream watching. Yeah, it'll be on the Big Ten Network. It'll be on the Big Ten Network for sure. FSU, Alabama. I don't know if I'm going to be doing many of those. And I really want to. I mean, I just got to really build the channel up. And, if I'm good enough, I'll get a following. And then, years from now, then we can do the big ones. Of course, I'll be doing the playoff matchups anyway this year. But, stuff like that, Alabama, Florida State, Texas, Ohio. I mean, I'm not going to be – no one's going to click on me, And it's sad, but that's just the way it is. So, again, if you are tuned in for Wisconsin and Miami of Ohio, another 10 minutes. They've delayed the kickoff to about 9:15 Eastern, 8:15 Central. So bear with me. We are covering the last few minutes of Ohio and Rutgers. Rutgers is going to be facing a 4th down. I don't know why it's delayed there. We're under the 2-minute warning. So I don't know what happened with ESPN, but they are cooked apparently. So let's go back. Okay, we're returning to coverage. Again, it's going to be a big 4th down here for Rutgers. Yeah, they're still stuck at that. I don't know what's going on with ESPN. All right, it's a 4th and 7. Rutgers is going for it. They need to get to the 21. In the shotgun is the quarterback. And I have no idea how to pronounce the name. I haven't really been watching. I watched a little bit earlier, but wasn't really watching as he's back to pass. Steps up, fires over the middle. It is caught at the 18, and that's going to be enough for a brand new set of downs for the Scarlet Knights as Ohio calls their very last timeout, I think. I'm assuming so. I don't know. The clock did stop. Let's go Fresno. I'll be at the game. Hopefully Kurt Warner shows up. Oh, that'd be so cool. Yeah. Yeah, I think that was another game I was looking at. I remember, I don't know. I remember I was looking at Fresno State game. I don't know if it was that one. So Rutgers most likely going to start off the season 1-0 as looks like we're going to take the snap from the shotgun and we're going to take a knee here. He's just going to wait, and yep, now he's going to drop down. That's wise. So Rutgers holds on against Ohio 34-31 as it looks like Ohio is actually taking their last timeout. So I'll go ahead and switch it over because we're at about 8 minutes. 8 minutes, guys, and then we'll get to what you guys actually came in for. Again, Boise State, they will not be ranked anymore. They're done. You can pretty much stick a fork in them, and that is it. South Florida all over Boise State, 34-7. Let's see. Currently happening, Bowling Green, They currently lead Lafayette 23-7. NC State over East Carolina 17-7. I thought that could have been a possible upset. And, of course, they're hanging in there. It's a 10-point game in the third quarter. Jacksonville State and UCF is delayed. I don't know what's happening there. Heard about it earlier. Delaware and Delaware State. Not a good look for FBS Delaware. They're only up 14-10. UL Monroe up 7-0 over St. Francis of Pennsylvania. Wyoming currently up 3-0 over Akron. I mean, that is, wow. Jeez, what a game that is. Missouri all over Central Arkansas, 26-0 at the half. Duke and Elon. A lot of people had Duke winning the ACC, or, coming in second at least, contending against Clemson in the ACC. They're tied with Elon. Not Elon Musk, Elon, 10-10 at the half. Oklahoma State currently leads 17-7 against University of Texas at Martin. Or no, it's Tennessee. I don't know, UT Martin. We'll let you guys do all that. I can't remember. Yeah, my bad. I botched that one. Minnesota currently up 7-0 against Buffalo. Houston up over SFA 10-0. Alabama State leading against University of Alabama and Birmingham 14-10. Wow, okay. Let's see here. Sir, I'm late, but I made it. Yo, you're good. I mean, the game's not even on yet, so you're fine. The game isn't even on. We are about 7 more minutes. They had a little bit of a delay because of this one. This game that had been happening. So, again, I appreciate you guys for stopping on by. You thought Wisconsin started at 8? I did too, but they delayed it about, it's going to be about another 7 minutes. 7 more minutes, so 8:15. So thank you, Beast Bumblebee, for stopping on by. But yeah, unfortunately, we're just a little bit late. It's a 2nd and 18 for Rutgers. Ohio did call a timeout, but it's pretty much going to be over. That's why I kind of just switched it over. So in the shotgun is Rutgers. Again, I just don't really think they'll do much. Then they're going to go ahead and take a knee, as it'll be third and forever, but it doesn't really matter. So what do you guys think? Again, I have a poll. Feel free to let me know what you guys think in the comments section. What's going to be the cover tonight? 18.5 points is the spread. Obviously, when we just checked over the scoreboards just now, a lot of spreads aren't really happening. So who knows? Wisconsin, of course, an 18.5 point favorite. So will they cover? Again, they've been. What's this? Dr. Lay doing football? Oh man, hey, football is my number one. Snowman's football that's been my thing since I've been like 4. Appreciate you though for stopping on by. First live football game. Love the baseball. Don't mess up. Yeah. Yes. Oh my goodness. Oh yesterday. Yeah, I was messing up all day, or pretty much the whole game earlier. It was bad. So. All right, Rutgers has officially defeated Ohio 34-31. That one is over. Rutgers holding on, so they will move, of course, to 1-0. Ohio, again, a team that many people think in the MAC could make a run. For that, of course, with Boise State falling tonight, that opens up pretty much, I would say, the entire group of 5. So I don't think Boise State would be the best group of 5 anymore. They're not going to be ranked. So we'll see what happens. Of course, Ohio losing to Rutgers. Rutgers... they're not the greatest Power 4 team, but, they're okay. I mean, they've been pretty decent against with Shiano. Jason says, let's go Badgers. Wisconsin might not be great this year, but we will not be in a close game with a trash can like Rutgers was. Well, we'll see. I don't think Rutgers was expecting it either. And, of course, Wisconsin, they've been pretty much my entire life, they've been pretty good. Last few years, I guess, haven't been as pleasing. So we'll see how this goes for the Badgers tonight as we're taking us live. There we go. To Wisconsin as they're both entering the field, or at least that probably was footage from earlier. I don't know, but let me go and mute the commentator. I'm not a fan of the commentator. I'd like to have you as a guest on my show soon for an official mic-to-mic. Okay, well, we'll see what happens. I've been trying. Rhino's been like, hey, we got to do this show, which that's happening Thursday, but I don't even know how to get all that set up. We'll see. I need to first do that, and then we'll talk about all that later. Hey, this is Jerry Jones, all to count. I'll give you a DAC and 3 first for Will Howard. Oh, man. The 3 first. Just keep Dak. We'll take the 3 first. As Nick says, let's go Badgers. A lot of Badgers fans, and I figured a lot of the Brewers fans would be coming in. I appreciate you guys. I really do. So, again, as you can see, ESPN has Wisconsin winning 83% of the time in their simulation, 17% for Miami of Ohio. I don't know if there's any recent history. I don't really think it matters. Again, Wisconsin with a very disappointing year last year, so they're looking for a rebound. What do you guys think, by the way? I mean, there's obviously Wisconsin fans here. So what's the high point? What's the best case scenario? And what's the worst case scenario? I'd like to know what you guys think. Yeah, I'm very interested in that because, again, when I think of Wisconsin, I think of a solid team. And obviously last year didn't go according to plan. Starting off 2-0, of course, it's Western Michigan and South Dakota, then losing to Alabama. I actually remember watching that game on a big noon kickoff. That was tough. Losing at USC. Then, of course, beating Purdue, beating Rutgers. I see why you guys are scoffing at Rutgers now, 42-7. You were over Northwestern. Then, unfortunately, just didn't happen. Once Penn State hit 28-13 at Penn State. That's not a bad loss. But then 42-10 at Iowa. Draven, a big Iowa fan, losing close to Oregon. Losing to Nebraska and then losing to Minnesota. I think that's a killer right there. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's see. Well, the Badgers have a brutal schedule too, so I'm really not expecting them to be great. Probably the last year. Oh, wow. Okay. Heard you're doing the Brewers the other night. Looking forward to your Badger broadcast. I'll try. I'll do my best. Hopefully my football is better than the baseball because... But thank you. Thank you for stopping on by, Brian. Let's hope for a good season. Best case scenario, 8-4. Worst is 4-8. Okay. Just hoping we'll make a bowl game. Yeah, last year did not happen. I think the big lineman, when you think of big lineman, I think of big Wisconsin. I'm about to crash out 4 reviews and 1 flip and a half, and we still got a quarter to go. That's tough. It's a tough schedule this year, so best case 6 or 7 wins in a bowl appearance. Okay, wow. All right. Well, hey, I appreciate the honesty. I appreciate that you guys are, not too high. It seems like you'll be happy if you guys just get another win or 2. So that's pretty cool. So look at that. We are about ready for kickoff here. So let me go ahead and put that score up for you, or the scoreboard. Looks like Wisconsin will be kicking off here to begin this one as I am choking under the pressure. I am ready for football. Are you guys? Are you guys ready for some football? I am. Wisconsin, of course, in their classic red jerseys and white pants. Miami of Ohio, all white. White helmet, white jersey, white pants, or for that guy, shorts. So I know that's a new thing. So we'll see what happens as we are ready to get this underway in Wisconsin. It is off, and that one is going out of the end zone for a touchback. Let me actually turn it up a little bit. I need to hear a little bit. Hopefully we can get this freaking field on here. Come on. Come on. It'll switch over. Badgers 7-5 this year. Only losses to Bama, Michigan, Oregon, Ohio State, and India. Okay. Indiana. Illinois is supposed to be pretty decent. Wisconsin always be stealing my Iowa recruits, this guy. All right, so Miami of Ohio, this is Taquan Finn. He's going to be the starting quarterback here. 48 career games, 93 touchdowns, leading all FBS quarterbacks. In the shotgun, going right to left on your radio screen, sending a man in motion. Finn hands it off. No, he's going to keep it. And he's going to go up the middle, and he's going to be brought down at about the 30. That's a nice gain of 5 for Finn. A little bit of a misdirection. Thought about the pretty much like the sweep there, but no. Ended up keeping himself, getting a nice gain of 5. There we go. There is the scoreboard. All right, in the shotgun is Finn. 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Once again, going right to left on your YouTube screen. In the shotgun, Finn. Play action, fires over the middle. The cameraman doesn't know what's going on as it's incomplete. Cameraman decided to keep the camera on Finn after he threw the ball. So luckily, it was an incomplete pass, but I probably would have gone ballistic had a big play would have happened, and I wouldn't have been able to tell you. That is actually insane. So, obviously, they're still getting underway here. The cameraman, this is their first game of the season. So, 3rd and 5 coming up for the Redhawks. Trips to the right, one to the left. In the shotgun is Finn. Finn clapping away. Not able to draw him off. Got to hurry, though. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Gets it off. And he hands it off up the middle. The running back powering forward. He's going to be close to the line to gain, but I think he's going to be about a half yard short. That was Ringer on the carry. As I can see, the screen for some reason has moved without me telling it to. That's fantastic. Might be fighting this thing all night. 4th and short for the Redhawks. Of course, they're deep in their own territory, so they're going to punt it away. I've been a Tar Heels basketball fan since the late 80s, early 90s. Started watching football when a player, Coach Sam Howell, went there. How do you feel Belichick will do this year? I don't know. At first, I was very positive, as here is the punt. And that's a... Oh, did it go off a Badger? I don't know. Doesn't look like it, as the Redhawks are going to down it at about the 15-yard line. So not a terrible punt, despite it looking that way initially. So, not a bad first drive. I mean, I guess it was pretty bad. I mean, the first play was decent. Then the pass, of course, didn't really see nothing. So, 3 and out. All right. Wisconsin will again start it off at the 15 with 13:29 left to go in the first quarter. I'm still trying. I'm still learning how to freaking do this, guys. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. Once again, in the shotgun. Receiver to the right, receiver to the left. 2 backs, 1 behind him, as he's going to hand it off up the middle, but he's not going to get anywhere. In fact, he's brought down immediately at the line of scrimmage. That was number 7 on the carry. That was Jones. Again, I'll try to get you the names. I'll learn the names as we go. So, once again, 2nd and 10 at the 15. Quarterback in the shotgun. Running back to his left, receiver to the right, receiver to the left, back to pass, throws. It's going to be caught at the 20, turns upfield at the 25, and pulled out of bounds. I'm not sure where they're going to mark it, but that is enough for a Badger first down. Looks like they're going to give him 11. Or at least that's what the commentator said in my ear. 1st and 10 at the 26. Under center is the quarterback. That's rare. Checking something at the line. He's going to hand it off to Jones. Jones bursts up the middle, and he's brought down at about the 30-yard line. Looks like he kind of tripped, to be honest with you. Showing the offense here. Dylan Jones, Chris Brooks Jr., Vinny Anthony, and I couldn't quite see anyone else. Again, I will try my best to get the names as soon as possible. In the shotgun is Edwards, sending a man in motion. Play action, throws. Oh, it's batted at the line. Incomplete. Who was that? Number 20, Trick, with a nice trick up his sleeve. Just beating immediately the I don't know who that number 74, if he's a left tackle or left guard. Left tackle. Oh, he got beat immediately. All right, 3rd and 6. Ball at the 30. They need to get to the 36. Edwards in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Going left to right on your radio screen. I said radio. I meant to say YouTube. Hands it up the middle, and he is going to get gang tackled by a bunch of Redhawks. And, yeah, he may have gotten a yard. I'm not too sure. But Trick was in there as well as everyone, really. And that'll bring up 4th down. Definitely stumbling early. We'll get it going, though. So it looks like Wisconsin's going to punt, so they got a first down, but couldn't do anything after the brand new set of downs. There's the snap. There is the punt. And that one was not good. Oh, man, that might... Oh, let's see where the referee's going to mark it. That went straight out of bounds. He's going to keep on moving. Oh, geez. All right, that's going to be marked out at the 47 of Miami of Ohio, so not really a good punt. That's a 20-yard punt. All right, well, they're taking a commercial break. Miami of Ohio 0, Wisconsin 0, with 11:06 left to go in the first quarter. It's a brutal start for me. We'll try to get it together. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to get it. I need to get I just need to get more football in me. That's what I need to do. Once I get football, I'll be fine. Did this last year. I literally did this last year for the local high school. I can do this. Once again, thank you guys so much for tuning on in to tonight's live stream. We'll see how it goes. Again, it's a 3-and-out for the Redhawks. Wisconsin was able to get a first down, but nothing doing after that. Go Badgers. Also Micah Parsons. Yeah, no, I definitely. I live in Texas, and all my friends just losing their minds. They hate Jerry. They they are not happy. So I'm glad for you guys for sure. Oh my goodness! I mean, it makes my Packers prediction look a lot better now. I had them going to the Super Bowl, so yeah, we'll see how that goes. But it should help. It should. We'll see. Of course, here are your statistics so far. Billy Edwards 1 for 2 with 11 yards. Jones 3 carries 7 yards for Miami of Ohio. Finn 0 for 1. On the ground, 1 for 5, and Ringer 1 for 4. All right, we're gonna get it here. We're gonna get it together. Oh, jeez. All right, we're returning to coverage where again Miami of Ohio and Wisconsin are tied at 0 apiece. Miami will have it. Again, pretty good field position at the 47. Finn is in the shotgun. Trips to the left. Tight end in tight also to the left. Finn is clapping away, but nothing doing. Finn. Looks like it's an RPO. He's going to keep it. He's going down the right side. He's going to be tripped up at about the 50. Just couldn't quite get away. That was Allegro with the catch tackle. What the heck am I talking about? I'm sorry, guys. 2nd and 8. Second and 8, ball at the 49. In the shotgun, 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Finn clapping. Finn drops back. He's going to check it down to the running backs. Caught at the 50. Pushed out of bounds at about the 46. So that will bring up about a 3rd and 3 as the clock continues to run. They gave us a 26-year-old generational player for 2 late first-round picks and a 30-year-old Kenny Clark. I know. They did. It was definitely interesting. 3rd and 3. Once again in the shotgun. Finn sending a man in motion. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Finn back to pass. Looking, stepping up. Oh, he bumps into his own lineman. He's still tucking and running, and he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That is a sack. Brought down by Cheeks, number 15. And that will most likely bring out the punting unit. Oh, Magic Man, thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. Packers going to Super Bowl. I mean, hey, I myself, I think so. I think so. Even before the move. So 4th and 3. And again, they will be punting, or at least they have the punting unit out. There is the punt. That's much better this time. Fair catch signal made. It's going to land at the 4. Can he keep it inside? He can. And looks like that's going to be down at the 5. Now, the referees are going to come in and a little chat about it. I'm not too sure. He was trying to save it, may have stepped out. I'm not too sure. Or stepped in. And no, he did not. Wisconsin pinned deep. 8:55 left to go in the first quarter. They'll be right back. I, of course, will be right here. I'd go for it if I were them. Well, they elected to play it safe. Doctor, they hurt Arch in this draft. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. I kind of think he will, personally, but I don't know. The march for Arch. I mean, I think it's very realistic. I think that's doable. The Phillies are all over the Braves 18-4. Oh my gosh. Oh jeez. Once again, folks, thank you guys for tuning on in. I'm just trying to get back into football shape as far as calling a game, so it's going to be rough. Hopefully by the end of this one, I'm looking a lot better. And I probably shouldn't have had this sugar. I have a Dr. Pepper right here. That will slur the words, and I'm dropping everything over here. Oh, I'm a mess right now, guys. Thank you guys for putting up with me. So right now, again, I don't know. We'll see. Again, it's only been, the first few drives of the season, but Wisconsin, the 1 first down, Miami of Ohio, nothing doing. I don't know. We'll see. But again, most of you guys think that Wisconsin will indeed cover that 18.5. So I would imagine they're going to have to get going pretty quickly. Again, appreciate you, Magic Man. That is awesome. That is awesome. I don't know if can I like that myself? Yeah, I can. Look at that. Like number 3. All right. Commercial break is about to end. Again, at 0-0. Wisconsin will have it at their own 5-yard line. So this will be quite the drive as they're hustling onto the field now. Again, we're back in Wisconsin. What city are they in, by the way? If you guys could let me know, that'd be awesome. I guess I should look that up again. I should do more research. I do research for the high school games. Oh, it's Madison. Okay, Madison. Camp Randall, Madison, Wisconsin. Thank you for covering the Badgers very poorly. Play action, throws. It's caught at the 10. Oh, he powers through to the defender, and he's brought down at about the 16, and that's going to be a brand new set of downs. Look at that. Hustle on the field, and then they immediately run a play. Very nice. Late to the field, and then snap it right there. That's the way. So brand new set of downs for the Badgers. 1st and 10, ball at the 17. Edwards sending some men in motion. He's under center. Edwards drops back. Looking, he's going to dump it off to the running back who shreds a tackle. Oh, breaks another one, but he's pushed out at about the 21. Nice play by the running back. I don't know if that was Jones there, but that was nice. Madison, yeah, I know. I could have easily just looked at that instead of asking. Yeah, Jones doing a good job there, staying on his feet, eventually pushed out of bounds. So 2nd and 5 coming up for the Badgers at the 22. Once again, under center. Receiver to the left, receiver to the right. 2 tight ends in tight, sending a man in motion. Edwards going to hand it off. This is Jones. Jones powering forward, and he's going to get close to the first down. I don't know if they're going to give it to him, but it's a nice gain regardless. Gain of 4. They're going to give him 4, so it's going to be 3rd and short coming up. Make that first 6 first half reviews. Dang, that is tough. Yeah. Hate to see it. Hate to see it over there. 3rd and 1. Edwards again under center, sending a man in motion. Fullback in the backfield. Edwards handed off to the fullback, who gets the first down, and the Lions pushing him forward as he's going to get about a gain of 3. But again, that's plenty for a brand new set of downs for the Badgers. So Wisconsin, again, they started this drive at the 5. So this would be quite, I mean, if they get into the end zone here, that would be, they earned it. They would have earned it for sure. All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 29. Edwards in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Edwards moving to his right. Pump fakes. Oh, he's in trouble, and he's just going to throw it away. Nothing happening. Looks like that was a designed rollout and probably an out route, if I had to guess. And, well, he was locked up. So a good job of just throwing it away. Dr. Do, what the heck? Some of them are blatant obvious, starting to get to the point where the coach is complaining. Oh, wow. Who do the Pirates play tomorrow? We play the Red Sox, which I, of course, will not be able to cover. Tomorrow will be my first day where I can't actually stream since July 27th. Under center is Edwards. Edwards, play action, moving, fires to his left. It's caught at the 40, and he's brought down at the 45. Again, another first down for the Badgers. That was Brooks Jr. The nice catch over the middle. Gain of 16. Draven just took away his stuff. Watching the game muted with your play-by. Oh, Chris, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm pretty bad. I'm pretty bad right now. Thank you. Thank you, though. 1st and 10. Under center is Edwards. Sending a man in motion. And he hands it off. Oh, it's an end around at the 50. And he's brought down hard at about the 47. But they are in Redhawk territory. You think Young has a good year? He looked good late last year. I think he can. I don't know. It's going to be tough. As they are showing Minnesota up 7-3 in the second quarter against Buffalo. So another Big Ten and MAC matchup. 2nd and 3, ball at the 47. Edwards under center, fullback in the backfield, hands it off. This is Jones. Oh, he cuts right. Oh, he hurdles, and he's brought down at the 40. What a play. Nice play by Jones. Again, just kind of moving to the left, taking advantage of the big empty gap. And that was a nice play. And again, nice little hurdle there, but of course he was brought down immediately after that. So once again, 1st and 10. Edwards. Now it looks like they're changing the formation completely as he goes under center. Edwards sending a man in motion. Hands it off. This is Jones. Jones, nice move. 35, and he's brought down at about the 32. Jones is looking really good so far as he's making plenty of people miss. Or even if they touch him, he's just shrugging them off. I mean, that's how good he's looked so far. They have a young receiver and tight end. Yeah, no, they have potential, but they got to reach that potential. All right, 2nd and 3. Ball at the 32. In the shotgun is Edwards. Drops back, looking, fires. It's going to be, it's off the intended receiver's hands. Incomplete. That would have been a pretty tough catch. He tried to one-hand it, but there's actually a flag on the play. So we'll see what happens. And it looks like that's going to back him up 5. An eligible player down the field, so back him up 5 yards. Again, it's a good-looking drive for the Badgers. He started at the 5. So they're going to be at, I guess, the 37 now. They're at the 32, right? Yeah, 32. So 37. All right, ball at the 37. Edwards under center. Edwards hands it off. That is not Jones. That's the other guy, and he's going to be brought down down at the 33. It was a nice play, to be honest with you. It didn't really look like he was getting much, but kept moving his feet. Who was that? Number 6. See if I can get the number here and the name. No, I've not seen him yet. So, all right, it's going to be 3rd and 4 coming up for the Badgers in the shotgun, running back to his left and right, sending a man in motion. Hands it off. Oh, he cuts upfield, and he's going to be close. He kind of spun around there, but I believe he's going to get the first down. Yeah, he is. Look at that. Little end around again. It's been working so far. Might as well keep on going. Duke quarterback has 330. Elon Gary has 40. Well, I mean, last time I checked, they were tied. All right, brand new set of downs for the Badgers. Under center is Edwards. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. 2 tight ends in tight. Edwards hands it off. Up the middle. Nice move. Still on his feet, and now he's brought down by a bunch of Redhawks. Number 25 on the carry. Again, I'll try to get you the names as soon as I can. That is Yakimelli. That's a cool name, honestly. Yakimelli. Not as cool as Sawinski, but hey, you know what? We'll go with it. Ball at the 25. In the shotgun, Edwards, play action, looking, fires over the middle, and it's going to be incomplete. There's a lot of contact. The referee was right there, but I believe his back was turned while the contact was happening. That is unfortunate for the Badgers. Duke is up by 7. Wow. And I think the defender clearly got there early. Yeah, when they show this replay, it's pretty bad. But 3rd and 5 coming up for... I'll make it 3rd and 6. I don't know why it says 3rd and 5. Need to get to the 19. They're at the 25. Edwards changing the play. 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Tight end now moving outside. So make it 2 to the right. Edwards drops back, looking, fires down the right sideline. It's going to be incomplete. As the defender, again, a lot of contact there, but no flag. And that might force them to bring out the field goal unit. Throw, of course, wasn't necessarily where he wanted it. If it's just a streak route, he kind of threw it inside rather than on the outside shoulder. Yeah. Definitely pass interference. Yeah, it was a lot of contact, but, you know, it is what it is. 42-yard attempt. The kick is up. The kick is good. So Wisconsin is on the board as they lead 3-0 with 1 minute and 39 seconds left to go in the first quarter. They'll be right back. I, of course, will be right here. Once again, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I know it's going to be a little rough for now, until I figure out how to call a football game. I got it, though. Don't worry. We will get this. But yeah, no, appreciate you guys again. If you're here and you haven't subscribed, definitely subscribe. Plenty of sports on this channel, baseball and football. Of course, I'm used to baseball. I think that's what it is. I've been used to baseball, where it's a lot more slower, not much happening. Football, it's constant. You got to be yapping the whole time. It's not constant, but it feels like it's constant when you're calling a game. Again, shout out to members. Appreciate you guys. Of course, Coffee Beans is the scoreboard sponsor. So we're going to do a round the league check here. What's happening across college football? NC State, they are up 24-14 over East Carolina in the fourth quarter. Jacksonville State, UCF, they are still delayed. Delaware now pulling away from Delaware State 28-10 in the fourth. UL Monroe leading 7-0 over St. Francis in the second quarter. Wyoming still 3-0 over Akron. What a game that is. Though it looks like Wyoming is at the Akron 9, so they might be adding to that. Missouri up 33-0 over Central Arkansas. Duke is now up 24-10 over Elon. Oklahoma State up 17-7 over UT Martin. Minnesota, of course, up 7-3 over Buffalo as they're about to enter halftime. Houston up 17-0 over SFA at the half. UAB leading Alabama State 17-14. Cincinnati currently up 3-0 over Nebraska. That might be an upset. I feel like Nebraska would be the favorite there. Pardon me. And final scores, South Florida all over Boise State. Boise State's pretty much done, 34-7. Rutgers over Ohio, 34-31. And Bowling Green over Lafayette, 26-7. So that is your what is happening across college football update. Showing an interview here with Billy Edwards, the quarterback of Wisconsin. Talking about the Wisconsin football way and getting people to buy in to being a Badgers. There is the kick. Fielded at the 2, and looks like he did a fair catch signal. I didn't see it, I guess. So they're going to start it at the 25. I wonder how you guys feel about, so Finn, whenever he's, in the shotgun, he's just doing the clapping a lot. I don't know. I feel like that could be, I don't know. I don't like the rules as is. I think there's way too many rules that favor the offense, but it is what it is. All right, 1st and 10 for the Redhawks. In the shotgun, trips to the left. Tight end in tight to the right. Finn clapping away as he's going to hand it off up the middle, but he's not getting anything. He was met immediately, and I think he may have gotten, they're going to give him a yard. So I guess he did get a yard. So 2nd and 9 coming up for the Redhawks. 1:15 left to go in the first quarter. In the shotgun, 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Finn changing it up a little. Finn drops back, looking to his right, fires, and it's caught at the 36, but he's hit immediately, but he held on, and that'll be a brand new set of downs for the Redhawks. Was that the first down for the Redhawks? Yeah, that was. Wow. At least they got it in the first quarter. So a brand new set of downs. Look at that. Luke Fickell, coach of Cincinnati, was 57-18 there. For Wisconsin, 12-12? Yeah, 12-12. Looks like Finn's going to take it himself down the right side at the 40, and he's going to be running out of bounds at about the 44. So a nice play by Finn. Looks like it was a designed bubble screen. I'm not too sure, but he decided to tuck and run. And that may have been the last play of the first quarter. I'm not too sure. They're going to give him 8 yards, by the way, on that play. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. Wisconsin up 3-0 over Miami of Ohio. They'll be right back. I, of course, will be right here. Butterfly, how's it going? 11 likes. That's awesome. That is awesome. Appreciate you guys for hanging out again. I'm just trying to get back into football shape here. So we'll see how it goes. Right now, not that great. But you know what? We're going to go ahead and we'll be okay. We're gonna power through. Schwarber had a 4 home runs and 9 RBIs in the Phillies' 19-4 win against the Braves. Jeez, and now it's 49 home runs on the season. That is wild. What a day for Kyle Schwarber. Wow. Also, guys, I do have a poll. Feel free to vote on it. Wisconsin, they are favored by 18.5. 59% of you guys think that is going to happen. They will cover the spread. Miami of Ohio, 41% of you guys think they will lose by 18 or less. Right now, it's trending in that direction. Of course, it's a low-scoring game, but Wisconsin did have a nice drive. But before they settled for 3, and Miami just now got their first down. Let's get those likes up. Yeah, no, I appreciate it. I don't know, the success of tonight. I don't know if there will be any extra eyes on the channel, but, it is what it is. It is what it is, we just kind of do what we got to do. We got to break through somehow. Baseball, not many people do baseball. Football, though, everyone does it. So there's already established people and stuff like that. So I just got to kind of break through. But, of course, I got to do a decent job, too. So there's that. So they're showing the Big Ten commercial. I like this. It's just showing the Big Ten schools across the country. I think that's a really cool commercial. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Penn State, Maryland, and then Rutgers. Interesting. New look. Oh, yeah, I'm bald now. I got a haircut. Thank you. Well, I'm assuming you, maybe you like new look and I hate it. It's possible. That's possible. It is what it is. We are returning to action, by the way. Where, again, it's 3-0 Wisconsin. Miami of Ohio. It is 2nd and 2 at the 44. Going left to right on your YouTube screen. Finn in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left. Finn. He's going to hand it on. No, he's going to keep it. Spin move, 45, and he's brought down at about the 47. That's a brand new set of downs for the Redhawks. To be honest, I feel like Finn's kind of a ball hog, not going to lie. Based on what I've seen, he keeps it. He keeps it a lot. Like on some of the runs, like the running, like he's trying to rip it out, but the running back's like, no, you're going to give it to me here. Anyway, 1st and 10. Once again in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Finn clapping away. Finn clapping away. Clapping again. There we go. There's the snap. Hands it off. Trying to find some space, but nothing doing as the Badgers are all over him. As I think he may have gotten a yard, but not much happening on the ground. Miss DeLay does approve, yes. She likes longer hair. She liked it, Yeah. She just doesn't, I don't know. She doesn't like the short, but does, she'll like play with it a little bit, but, prefers the longer. Yeah, 2nd and 8 at the 49 in the shotgun. Trips to the left. Finn hands it off up the middle, and he's going to just get another yard or so. So, again, not much happening on the ground. Maybe that's why Finn is keeping it all the time. He has no choice. You went and got the Johnny Manziel. Yeah. Went into sports clips and like, give me the Johnny Manziel. I want to look like I don't study film and go to the casino with a wig. Anyway, 3rd and 6 at the 50. Make it 3rd and 7, actually. Need to get to the 43. Finn drops back, stepping up, moving to his left. He's tucking and running. Will he get there? It's going to be close, but there is a flag, as I think that may be holding. Looks like he was a yard short anyway, so let's see how it goes. Holding. Offense. Okay. Well, that's going to back him up. That'll be 3rd and 17 now. It would have been 4th and 1, so this is definitely the right call. Again, we don't really know too much really about Miami of Ohio trying to push the ball down the field. Haven't really seen that. LOL, yeah. Stylist got razor happy. 3rd and 17 at the 40. Need to get to the other 43 for a brand new set of downs. In the shotgun is Finn. Low snap, handles it well. Looking to his left, fires. It's going to be incomplete. I don't know if there was a comeback route or not. Landed at the 50. The receiver was coming back in. As, again, that's going to be another punt. Redhawks don't look too great so far, I mean, again, you never know, but so far I'd say Wisconsin looks to be honoring that spread. I mean, we'll see. Wisconsin, of course, looked really good on the last drive, as here is the punt. Almost blocked. Gets it away. Fielded at the 20, and that is where they will have their next drive, as that was a fair catch. I got to wake up at 4:30 for work. Oh, my goodness, Chris. Probably should go to sleep. But of course, I know you're probably excited for Wisconsin football. Once again, I do appreciate you and, of course, everyone else for hanging out. Again, I know it's definitely not my best, but we'll try. We're trying. We're trying to get back into the flow of things, of course, with football. I got to be better for sure. Hopefully, I'll do better in the second half. But, again, we'll be doing this all season long, of course. Baseball is going to be happening, but, of course, football is, it's here. It's here right now. And for Saturday, it's looking like Duquesne and Pitt. I'm not too sure, really. I don't want to say I'm going to do it and then not do it. I don't know. But I can tell you that I will be doing Pittsburgh and Boston baseball Saturday afternoon. And, of course, I'll be stepping away the rest of the day as I have a fantasy draft right after that game at someone else's house. So I got to, book it. Hopefully that game does not last, 3 hours. Then we need it to be 2.5 or less. That's what we're pulling for on Saturday. As for tomorrow, I'll try to make a post and send you guys elsewhere. I'm sure there's plenty of play-by-play people that are going to be doing stuff. Of course, plenty of connections I've made. I'm sure we'll be having streams up. Plenty of people on now. You can definitely see that. So I'm sure they'll be on tomorrow. I'll be sure to shout it out. Let's see. Again, Wisconsin will be starting the drive at the 20. After this, we'll do another scoreboard update, and we'll see what's happening. Of course, we'll go over the stats as well of everybody. Edwards right now, 4 for 8 for 44 yards. Jones with 6 carries and 26 yards. I know he has 44 yards passing. I just can't remember really much of who was catching the ball or anything like that. Again, we are returning to action where, again, the Badgers lead 3-0. Question, how did you find urinating tree? I was going to ask you when you first mentioned him a minute ago because you were the only other person I know who knows him. I don't know. I just like football. I like football YouTube, and this was years ago. So, yeah, no, he swears a lot, but he's pretty good. In the shotgun, Edwards sends the man to his left. Edwards drops back, looking to his right, fires. It's going to be caught at the 31 and steps out of bounds for a brand new set of downs. Gain of 11. I think it was more of the the weekly stuff, because he'll do, what is he? He does the weekly wrap up thing where he makes fun of everything. He talks about the game and makes fun of everything. Which, it's funny. It's funny. I just don't have the editing and all that stuff, so that's why I can't do that. All right, Edwards is under center. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. Edwards, play action. Steps up, fires down the left side. It's going to be in and out of the hands of the receiver. Incomplete. That was intended for Anthony. He had it. Just couldn't secure it. Urinating tree is great. He's an OG. Oh, yeah. No, he's awesome. He is awesome. He is an OG. He's been there. He's been there forever. He has been on YouTube for a long time. 2nd and 10, ball at the 31 in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Looks like it's a bubble screen. It's caught at the 31. Breaks a tackle at the 35. Cuts inside, cuts outside the 40. Pushed down at bounds at the 43. Nice play. Who was that? Give me the name. That was a great play. Regardless, it's a brand new set of downs for the Badgers. Jacksonville State, UCF. Yeah, they've been delayed for a while now, Christopher. I have no idea what's going on there. First and 10 ball at the 44. Edwards under center, sending a man in motion. Sending another guy in motion. Edwards. Play action. Steps up. Looking. Firing. Deep down the left sideline. It is incomplete. Just over the outstretched hands of Anthony. Anthony had his man beat. Edwards, of course, just sending it about a few yards over his head. You've been watching Thompson 17-18, and then I started watching Tree after that. Yeah. Tree's weekly review is a lot like ESPN, NFL Primetime. Just, oh, yeah, I know. It's R-rated. Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. It's funny, though. I would do a PG version, of course, as that's going to be a handoff up the middle spin move, but that really didn't do much after that. That was Dupree. That's going to be about a gain of 3 for Dupree. Yeah, I just don't know how to edit. I don't know how to piece together the footage. I don't know how legal I can how to even get the footage, what I can use, the music I can use, and have the patience to all do that. I can't do that. I don't know. It is what it is. 3rd and 7 in the shotgun. Trips to the right, sending a man in motion. Edwards hands it off. Oh, he's got some space at the 50, 45, and brought down at the 43. Iacomelli with another nice run and another set of downs for the Badgers. I just scratched this. My bad, guys. My bad. Iacomelli, 2 carries, 12 yards. Interviewing Monty Ball, Wisconsin Badger alumni, as Edwards is under center. Edwards, play action, drops back, steps up, looking, fires down the left side. It is incomplete. A lot of contact in the end zone, and there is no flag on the field. Lots of booing in Madison. Jeez, yeah, a lot of, I don't know. That's a tough one. I hate to come and go. I have a 5 a.m. alarm, work by 7. Yeah, you're good. I appreciate you for tuning on in, Butterfly. You know, I understand work. Work always comes first, you know. That is definitely, I appreciate it, though. Again, I'm just entertainment. Hands it off, and he bulldozes over a guy, but then the Redhawks are there to bring him down. May have gotten 2 after the forward progress. So it's going to be third and about 8 or so. As there's a Badger down without his helmet. Who is this? I don't know. We decided to show everyone in the booth laughing instead of the guy on the field. No information. Love to see him try and push the ball down the field. Yeah, no, I love the big play stuff. They're trying. They're gonna get one. Couldn't tell you who's down on the field because we're all laughing about some trivia questions. Work has been crazy. I bet. Dealing with the Munchkins. Again, there is an injury delay. Is that Edwards? Edwards is coming off the field. Hopefully he's going to be okay. He's walking, so that's always a good sign, but he's heading in the tent. The number. Let's show the non-contact. Oh my gosh, that is tough. That is not what you want to see, or not what you want to hear, if you're a Badger fan. Oh my goodness. Well, the new guy is O'Neal, number 16. Sending a man in motion, trips to the right, tight end in tight to the left. O'Neal in the shotgun, drops back, looking, fires to the right. It's going to be caught at the 36, but that's not going to be enough as he's going to be a few yards short. Throw was very high. It was a nice catch by the receiver. And there's just the showing the non-contact. Oh, my gosh, yeah. That's what turf is. Turf is not your friend. All right, 4th and 2. You're going for it. You are going for it indeed. If you're Wisconsin, they're going for it. Under center. No, he's now in the shotgun. Trips to the left, one receiver to the right. O'Neal drops back. Oh, he's going to tuck and run, and he's got the first down. Looks like it was a quarterback draw the whole way, and O'Neal, again, gets enough for a brand new set of downs for the Badgers. Sean, how's it going? Dr. Giants completed a sweep of the Cubs in the bottom of the ninth today. Wow. Good stuff for the Giants. Trying to stay alive. I don't know if they're going to make it, but I mean that's a nice sweep there of the Cubs. 1st and 10 at the 33. O'Neal is under center. O'Neal hands it off up the middle, and he's got a nice gain there. He's brought down at about the 25. That was Dupree. Just up the middle like no one touched him. Gain of about 7, maybe 8. I'm not too sure. We'll have to wait for the TV screen. That's the one thing about in person. You can see exactly where they're tackled or, all that stuff. You have to depend on the angles and all that stuff. So they're marking it at the 26. So it's a gain of 7. O'Neal is under center. 2 receivers to the right, tight ends in tight to the left. Sending a man in motion. O'Neal drops back. Play action. Oh, heavy pressure. Down he goes. Sack. Trick. Again, we called his name a few times in the first quarter. But, man, he has been one of the few bright spots for the Redhawks. Have a good night. You as well. Thank you. Thank you very much. Man. Man, oh, man. That is a killer. I wonder where they marked him at. Because he landed at the 40. Doesn't mean he was tackled at the 40. They marked it at the 38. So O'Neal in the pistol. 2 receivers to the right. Tight ends in tight to the right as well. It looks like we have some whistles. Delay the game. And that'll back them up 5. That is a killer. Just when you think that they may have been able to put some points on the board. Again, we're worried about Edwards. As soon as I find out anything, I'll be sure to get the information along to you guys. But again, it was a non-contact injury that forced him out of the game. And that's always, you guys just, that's, you think that it's probably an ACL. And the season's probably done. 3rd and 20 in the shotgun is O'Neal. O'Neal moving to his right, stepping up, looking, keeping his eye. Now he's going to tuck and run as he's slung down at about the 37. Nice little gain, but I don't know. That's not really going to do much. As Edwards is walking off the field. He's jogging. Kind of. Jogging now, walking again. I don't know. That is brutal. And it looks like they're going to have to punt it. That is tough. Again, just that huge sack, and I guess that's again the difference between the starter and the backup, just the inexperience. And O'Neal taking a costly sack. Of course, he was facing heavy pressure, so there is that. And it looks like there's going to be a timeout for Miami. Jung-Hoo Lee walk-off single. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, Sean told me about the Giants. All right, and it's 4th and 14 for the Badgers. I don't know if we're going to commercial break. Looks like we are. So 3-0, 5:29 left to go in the first half. They'll be right back. I, of course, will be right here. Once again, hopefully I'm doing a decent enough job. I know, again, it was a rough start. I think we're kind of finding the groove here. We'll see. But appreciate you guys. Again, I know there's a lot of competition out there for these games. So appreciate you guys for letting me call this one for you guys. Of course, hit the like button. That like button is very clutch to the small channel. Of course, subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is what I do, a lot of sports channel. And no plans on stopping anytime soon. Hopefully just a cramp. Yeah, I don't know. It didn't look like a cramp. That's what I'm worried about. Of course, shout out to all the members. Again, thank you very much to everybody here. But, of course, Coffee Beans is the scoreboard sponsor, so thank you very much for sponsoring the scoreboard update. As we're about to go over East Carolina. They have the ball down 7 against NC State. Very, very interesting. Jacksonville State, UCF, they are resuming 0-0 in the second. Delaware all over Delaware State right now, 35-17 with 2 minutes left in the fourth. Yale Monroe leads 10-0 over St. Francis, about to be halftime. Wyoming leads 10-0 over Akron. Missouri leads 40-0 over Central Arkansas. Duke currently up 31-17 over Elon. Oklahoma State up 20-7 over UT Martin. Minnesota leads 10-3 over Buffalo. As they're starting the second half. Houston leads 24-0 over SFA. Alabama State up 21-17 at halftime over UAB. Wow, that might be an upset there. Nebraska and Cincinnati, they're tied at 3 apiece. Let's see. Stony Brook and San Diego State 0-0. They're just starting that one. South Florida, again, all over Boise State. That is pretty much the big story of the day. Boise State is pretty much done. And let's see. Rutgers, again, defeating Ohio 34-31. They just hung on. Bowling Green all over Lafayette 26-7. Of course, Delaware actually just now defeated Delaware State 35-17. We're back, and they are about to punt it away. All right, there is the punt. Fair catch signal is made, and I think it touched the Badger in the end zone. I mean, they had a great opportunity there, but I don't think it's going to be brought back out to the 20. I don't know what he was doing. What the heck? Anyway, so we're going to another commercial break, I guess. We just came from commercial break. Oh, my goodness. So 3-0. I mean, the spread was 18.5. 65% of you guys think that's going to happen. Of course, there's still plenty of football left to go, but that's a little bit concerning, I would guess, to those that were expecting a kind of a slobber knocker here, a blowout. Right now, it's 3-0. Of course, ESPN still has, I don't know if you guys can see it, probably can't, has Wisconsin currently with an 80% chance to win this game. And I would agree with that, based on, especially with how Miami of Ohio have performed. Looking at the team stats here, Wisconsin with 140 yards. 140 total yards right here. Well, you can't really see it, but Miami of Ohio with 41. Passing, Wisconsin 7 for 14. 5.2 yards a pass. Miami of Ohio 2 for 4, 3.8 yards a pass. Rushing, Wisconsin's 18 for 67. Miami's 9 for 26. Penalties, 2-1. Wisconsin with the more penalties there, but again, not much difference there at all. And yeah, first downs is a big one. 10 first downs for Wisconsin, only 2 for Miami of Ohio. So again, just not kind of brutal. Brutal, honestly. Brutal, honestly. It's a very brutal game to watch at the moment. Giants outscored the Cubs 22-8 in the Giants 3-game sweep. Wow. Yeah. Wait, did they really mark it at the 2? Hold on. Opened my door to my refrigerator and something hit my toe. What the heck, man? That is tough. So wait a second. Are they saying... Are they saying that he's down at the... No, okay, he's down at the 20. Yeah, what the heck? The computer's saying the 2. Anyway, whatever. He's in the shotgun. Empty set. 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Tight end in tight. Finn hands it off up the middle, and he's not going to get much. Well, I tell you what, he got about 3 or 4 there, actually. So nice little run. Honestly, that's one of the better runs of the night. So 2nd and 6 coming up for Miami of Ohio as we're about to approach 5 minutes left to go in the second quarter. And not really much happening for the Redhawks. Wisconsin, again, they've been able to move the ball, but only have 3 points. Finn in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Finn. He's going to hand it off up the middle, and he's powering forward, going to get the first down, and he's still on his feet. Finally brought down at about the 33. So look at that. That's the 3rd first down of the game for the Redhawks. So that's a little bit of promise, as it's really, again, been a one-sided affair, but the scoreboard says it's been a close game. That's pretty frustrating if you're a Badger fan or a Badger player or Badger whatever. 1st and 10, ball at the 33. Play action, moving to his right, is going to check it down here in the flat. Powers forward. Oh, he took a shot at about the 38. That was Tracy with the catch. Good job, though, holding on to the ball. Again, he took a big shot at the end of that one. It's about a gain of 5. .340 and counting. Miami, again, they could just kind of chill and just kill the clock and kick a field goal, and they would take a 3-3 game at half. As Finn takes the snap, throws, it's going to be caught. Oh, my goodness! He was leveled as he could not haul it in. That was really a slow, high pass. The receiver gave it his all to field that one, to catch it, but he just got crunched. Oh, my goodness. I'd say that was a hospital ball, as Weaver, again, just couldn't make the catch. So 3rd and 5. Ball at the 38. They need to get to the 43. Finn in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Finn drops back, looking, moving to his right, now moving to his left, and down he goes. Sack. Who is that? That's Rager. I'm not too sure. Couldn't quite see the jersey, but down he went. Again, I don't know what Finn was doing. He made the guy miss, but he's still on his feet, and then it's like he forgot he was there. Riger made a miss, and again, it's like, oh, well, I don't know what in the world's going on. Like, yeah, he just kind of forgot that he was exactly to his right. Halftime, St. Francis hanging in there, 10-0. Well, there we go. It is doable, as there is the punt. Fair catch signal made at the 25. And that's where Wisconsin will begin their drive with 2:35 left to go in the first half. Geez, I had Wisconsin winning by 14. Minnesota win by 14. USF win by 3.5. And San Diego winning by 12 at halftime. Everyone's sorry. That is unfortunate. Yeah, no, it's not really a day for the favorites. The underdogs have been playing pretty close. Trisk is pulling for Big Ben's alma mater, or mater. My bad. Alma mater. Mater. Butchering the English language tonight. Yeah, Trisk, it's been a pretty bad night for me, but it is what it is. Let's see. Nebraska by 10. Yeah, that one was also, I think, was that 3-3, I think, last time I checked? I'll check the scores at halftime. Good note, I will listen as I fall asleep. Okay, good luck. I feel like my choppiness will probably keep you up. Appreciate you. I can't even speak again. I appreciate you guys for tuning on in to this live stream. I really do. It's rough. I need to get it together for tomorrow. That's what I need to do. Missouri, yeah, they're all over. The helmet doesn't matter. This guy, yeah. Funny. You know, my mistake. I said it earlier. I was drinking Dr. Pepper before. Like, why? What did I do that for? It's sugar. It slurs the mouth. It slurs the word. Or the words and everything. Like, that's not what you do. You do not do that when you're about to be speaking for 3 hours. That was just dumb. 6-3 Nebraska. Oh, okay. So Nebraska's taking the lead. Which, again, I feel like they should be the team they should be all over Cincinnati. Thoughts on Parsons' trade? Not surprising. I mean, just Jerry, I don't know. Jerry doesn't know what he's doing. I mean, I have no problem with the trade. I mean, he clearly didn't want to be there. But Jerry, if he wants to make that trade, he should have done it like literally before the draft. So that way he can replace Parsons, in the draft. But now he's got to wait another year. Like, I don't know. It's like paying Dak until the last second. Like, if he would have signed Dak at the beginning of last year in the offseason, he wouldn't have had to pay him like $60 million. You could have gotten him for like $10 million a year cheaper. Like, it's just dumb. All right, Wisconsin is back on the field. O'Neal is under center. Again, Edwards is still in the locker room. Play action. Looking, stepping up, fires. It's going to be caught at the 26, but he's met immediately as that was just a gain of 1. I think they were using a hand-cranked camera for the same. Really? Oh, that's cool. I might have to check that one out just because. So, again, that was a gain of 1. O'Neal, last year, I think they said he was at San Diego State, so he has some experience, 2nd and 9. And it looks like they're going to let this go down to the 2-minute warning. Yes, there is a 2-minute warning now in college football. I wonder how do you guys feel about that? I don't know. I think it's okay. I don't know if I would have that. Once again, 2-minute warning. Wisconsin leading 3-0 over Miami with 2 minutes to go. It's going to be 2nd and 9. Again, I've just been butchering the call. I think this is just loud. Let me take this off. That lady's in my ear, and it's throwing me off, I think. I don't know. It's just everything. I don't know. That's what it is. If I mess up after this, then it's just that's just on me. Rutgers over Ohio. Yeah, I'll go over all the scores at halftime. That's what I'll do. But, so far, really, again, it's been Wisconsin, but they just haven't been able to separate on the scoreboard. I mean, I don't know if I think I'm in the way here. But total yards for Wisconsin is 141, Miami of Ohio at 51. I mean, it's really been one-sided. First downs, 10 for Wisconsin, 3 for Miami. I mean, it's time of possession. You can see that. Well, maybe you can't. Now you can. 16 minutes, almost 17 for Wisconsin, 10 for Miami. It's really just been a one-sided game. College has a 2-minute warning. Yeah, I know. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Might as well just make it 2 feet in bounds now for catches. All right, so looks like we are returning to action. Where again, Wisconsin lead 3-0 as it's 2nd and 9 with the ball at the 26. So they're showing Jeff Grimes. I'm not too familiar. I'm assuming he is somebody. I don't know. Anyway, in the shotgun is O'Neal. He's going to hand it off up the middle, breaking some tackles, but he's gang tackled at about the 30, as Grimes apparently is the offensive coordinator for Wisconsin. Look at that. The answer was right there. I just had to wait. So it's going to be about 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6 for Wisconsin. 1:34 left to go in the first half and counting. In the shotgun is O'Neal, sending a man in motion. Trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. O'Neal drops back. moving. Oh, he can't find anything. Down he goes. Another sack. And that is going to make him punt yet again. And Miami, again, I mean, they haven't really been moving the ball well, but they do have another opportunity to at least tie the game before the half. Rutgers. Yeah, Chris. Trisk, I don't know why that shocks you. I mean, are you saying that Ohio played them tough or something? I mean, it's not Ohio State; it's Ohio. So Miami taking their second timeout. They'll have one remaining with, again, about, well, after this punt, I would say about a minute 08. And still no word on Edwards. That's, again, a non-contact injury. The starting quarterback for Wisconsin out of the game. And definitely a little worrisome for the Badgers. As there is the punt. There's a flag as well. It's a line drive landing at the 30 and then spills out of bounds at about the 26. Wisconsin player talking a lot of noise to the Redhawk. They let it go out of bounds. I don't know why, but again, there's a flag on the play. We'll see what the call on the field is. Offsides, defense. The penalty is declined. It's going to be first down. Why couldn't they add the 5 to the end of the kick? Or is that not how? I don't know. I feel like that's a random thing they'll do sometimes. Like sometimes they add it on, sometimes they don't. I don't know. All right. What in the world am I looking at? Big 10 plus. Okay, well, I got to have plus on everything now. All right, 1st and 10, ball to 25. Finn in the shotgun, trips to the right, 1 to the left. Finn drops back, looking over the middle, fires. It is going to be caught at the 40 and brought down at the 45. That one, just a high pass, really not much velocity on it, to be honest with you, but it was able to find the receiver. So 1st and 10 at the 45. Finn in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Finn, low snap, handled well, looking, checks it down, and that's going to be incomplete. That landed at the feet of number 8 there. I couldn't tell you the name. So 2nd and 10 coming up for the Redhawks. Again, if the Redhawks are able to tack on 3 here, I mean, that would be just deflating for Wisconsin. You really outplayed them, but you just haven't been able to score. 2nd and 10, Finn drops back, steps up, moving to his left. He's going to take off and run. He's going to dive forward at about the 49 as it's going to be 3rd and 4. And again, the clock is running. Not much urgency here. So this might be a bit of a problem. And oh, yeah, and they subbed too. That was costly. Oh, wow, Wisconsin or Miami of Ohio subbing. I don't know. That's just not smart. Finn drops back, moving, stepping up, moving to his left, keeping his eyes downfield, throws. It's going to be incomplete. He was wide open down the sideline, but the throw was just over his head. But there is a flag on the field. Maybe I should have taken the under. I just seen Wisconsin-Miami and picked Wisconsin with our reading. Or reading. It looks like it's going to be pass interference on Miami of Ohio. And it's going to be 3rd down. Miami of Ohio coach is like, what the heck are you talking about? He's like, what are you looking at? So let's go and look at the replay. Again, it's just kind of wild. No one really open. And then, oh, wow. What in the world? How is that on? I don't know. That's pretty That's a crazy call. Let's just say that. That was incidental contact, it looked like. All right, 3rd and 19. Drops back. Finn moving to his right. Down he goes. Another sack for Wisconsin. Both these defensive lines are just dominating, really. I mean, that's really how it's been going. And Wisconsin going to call a timeout. That's interesting. I guess they figure no harm, no foul. I mean, even if they fumble it, 7 seconds will already probably tick off. So I don't know. I guess it is what it is. Anything to extend the half. Fourth and 27. You don't usually see that. You don't usually see it, but we have it here in Madison as there is the punt. End over end. Bouncing at the 30. And it doesn't really matter as the clock is going to hit 0. So, with that is the end of the first half. Wisconsin currently with a small lead, 3-0 over Miami of Ohio. Not really much happening today with our reading out. Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about, Draven. My bad. Once again, folks, thank you guys for tuning on in. Again, I know it's one, not a really great job by me, and it's been pretty bad. Number 2, 3-0. Not much action happening. So it is what it is. But hey, football's back at least. And, if you're a Wisconsin fan, I wouldn't feel too bad about it. I know you probably were expecting a little bit more, coming from your Badgers. But really, the underdogs all across the country have been playing pretty tough. Not all of them, but, a solid amount have been playing the favorites pretty tough today. And once again, we're going over the scoreboard. So, again, thank you all to the members and, of course, the donors. But, of course, special thank you to Coffee Beans, who is the scoreboard sponsor. So I appreciate you, Coffee Beans, very much, as I'm trying to ruin my OBS, apparently. Okay. All right, Jacksonville State and UCF, they have just now went to halftime at 0-0 there. So you know what? We have at least a score here, so we should be very thankful for what we have. We have a field goal in this one. They don't. UL Monroe has just went up 17-0 over St. Francis. So, Hammer, if you're still here, it's not trending in the right direction as they have 9:37 left to go in the third quarter. Missouri is all over Central Arkansas 54-0 with 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter for that one. So looking like Missouri will be 1-0. Duke now up 45-17 over Elon. Duke and Elon, they were tied at 10 at the half, 10-10. So I was like, well, Elon might be upsetting Duke, but Duke pulling away in the second half. 1:55 left to go in that one. Sorry, Doctor, got to get some sleep now. Hey, you have a good night. Appreciate you, Chris, for stopping on by, man. Thank you very much. Again, I know you have to be up early, but, not really the most exciting game. And, of course, again, I need to get back into the flow of things. But I promise, next time you hear me call a football game, I'm going to be better, okay? That is my promise. Rip Elon, it was close. I know, it was so close. It was close. Oklahoma State currently up 27-7 over UT Martin. I feel like that's another one where it's like, Oklahoma State should be way ahead, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Oklahoma State. Minnesota currently up 13-10 over Buffalo. With 4:32 left in the third quarter in that one. So Buffalo, again, another MAC versus Big Ten. And so far, you're kind of seeing today with the MAC and the Big Ten, it's been pretty close, and we'll get to more of that later. Houston currently up 24-0 over SFA as they are ending the third quarter there. Alabama State currently up 28-17 over UAB. This would be an upset. That would for sure be an upset. Nebraska up 6-3 over Cincinnati with 1:02 left to go in the second quarter. So, night games tonight. Thumbs down. Let's see. San Diego State. They are up 7-0 over Stony Brook with 5:30 left to go in the first quarter. If you ever sang the national anthem, you're not on this channel. And probably not going to happen. Sorry, bud. Sorry, probably not happening. I'm not much of a singer. South Florida, they were all over Boise State today. 34-7. Boise State pretty much eliminating themselves from the playoff. I know we said that the 12-team playoff, even if you lose once, you are good. You're not going to get eliminated. But I think Boise State just did that today. So they're going to be the first team ever eliminated from week 1 in the 12-team playoff era. That's not true, but you know what I'm saying. All right, again, this is kind of what I was talking about with the Big Ten and the MAC today. Ohio just barely losing out to Rutgers, 34-31. It's been, for some reason today, the MAC has been playing the Big Ten tough. Bowling Green up 20, or they defeated Lafayette 26-7. NC State just over East Carolina 24-17. That was one I thought could be an upset. East Carolina just couldn't make it happen. They were close, though, 10 points in the fourth quarter. Delaware ended up pulling away over Delaware State 35-17 in Wyoming. They won 10-0 over Akron. So, again, just some of these games, you don't really see much offense. And, it's been interesting. But football is back, and Missouri now up 61-0 over Central Arkansas. Oh, my goodness. Once again, folks, thank you guys so much for stopping on by. Appreciate you guys. Make sure to leave a like before you go. Hit that like button. It helps the channel out a lot. Of course, if you haven't already done it, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with Dr. DeLay. I, of course, for baseball, I've been bouncing around. It's mostly Pittsburgh. But, I do bounce around. For college football, I'll be pretty much doing the games that are not, on national TV. Now, that's pretty much what's going to be best for this channel. If I ever have a chance at being successful at college football, I pretty much have to do the games that are, not, Fox, CBS, NBC. Everyone's going to see those games. ESPN. So, Big Ten Network, CBS Sports Network, FS1. That's pretty much going to be my attitude. Of course, I'll try to get in some good games as well. I know that's something you guys would definitely want to watch. But in order to grow this channel, I feel like that's probably the strategy that I have to adopt going forward. And, of course, I'll be doing all the playoff games and stuff like that. That'll be fun. But at least initially, I'm going to see what channels and what stuff gets me the best, what's best for the channel. Really just got to get to 1,000. And once I get to 1,000, then it kind of frees me up to do a lot more stuff. But, the grind is there. I'm taking all the underdogs on Saturday. Really? Based off today, I don't blame you. So you're saying they're going to cover the spread. So let's actually look at that. 'Cause we got plenty of time, folks. Let's see here. So Saturday, Ohio State, they're favored by 1.5. Tennessee favored by 13.5 against Syracuse. Mississippi State favored 13.5 to Southern Miss. Maryland 13.5 to Florida Atlantic. So you're pretty much just going to be taking all. Okay, interesting. I don't know about all of them. Alabama 13.5 to Florida State. I feel like that's, I don't know. Part of me is like Florida State probably won't be. There's no way they're going to be as bad as they were last year. But if they are, then 13.5 is an easy one. You take that one easy, but you just don't really know. I don't know. I think the game of the day. I understand, Texas, Ohio State, obviously, but the game of the night at least, LSU, Clemson. I think that's going to be pretty good. Which I'll be watching that one because I'll be doing a fantasy draft. I don't know if I think I did mention that. I won't be able to stream in the evening tomorrow. I'll be doing a fantasy draft. I'll be at someone else's house. We're doing a draft party. So, Boise was ranked 25. Yeah, I have no problem with them being ranked, considering they were in the college football playoff. But, they clearly didn't deserve it. I mean, jeez. I mean, that's embarrassing. I don't know. I mean, yeah. 34-7. That is pretty bad. You put 50 on Texas to win by 6.5. How much does that pay out? Just out of curiosity. How much does that pay out, Hammer? See if I can go over some of the stats here while we wait. Again, we're still in halftime, so I do apologize if you're like, what the heck's going on? Well, we're at halftime. It's 3-0 Wisconsin over Miami of Ohio. For Miami, Taquan Finn is 4 for 8, 41 yards. On the ground, he is 8 for 7. Of course, he's been taking sacks. I mean, not really. It's not all his fault. Line's not that good, but he could get rid of it. He really could. Kenny Tracy, 3 carries, 15 yards. Ringer, 1 for 4. And Brunson, 2 for 2. Receiving, Weaver, 2 catches for 30 yards. And Tracy, 2 catches for 11. For Wisconsin, again, Billy Edwards Jr., that's kind of the story. Non-contact injury. He went down. He is, I don't know if he's been ruled out, but definitely scary. Definitely scary. So we'll try to get you some information there as I bring that up. Let's see. On the ground for Wisconsin, Dylan Jones, 7 carries, 30 yards. Darian Dupree, 3 for 14. Yakimelli, 2 for 12. Henry, 2 for 8. Kekahuna, 1 for 7. Acker, 1 for 3. And O'Neal, 4 for -12. Again, he takes a lot of sacks. He's a guy that's just the difference. That's the difference between him and Edwards. He takes a lot of sacks. Wisconsin receiving, Ballard 2 for 12, Kekahuna 2 for 18, Brooks 1 for 17, Anthony 1 for 11, and Jones 2 for 6. That would pay about $200. Okay, wow, look at that. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Pulling for you. I think it's doable. I think it's very doable. And I do have half a mind to be like, you know what? I shouldn't stream at 11. I should just watch the game, and then I'll go on at 3 and do my Pirates and Red Sox. What do I decide? I don't know. That's a tough one. I'd rather watch that game, to be honest with you. I might end up just doing that. I might not stream at 11. First Saturday, I kind of want to just be a fan. I kind of want to be a fan on Saturday, which I'm a fan now, but to fully enjoy the game, a game of a year candidate, it's, I don't know yet. Of course, again, Saturday, I will be streaming. Just don't, I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking I might not stream at 11. Might just stream at 3 o'clock and get back to my baseball. And then Sunday, of course, baseball. Monday, baseball, which Monday I'm going to be doing a double header. That'll be fun. No Pirates on Monday. They're off. So it's looking like Phillies, Brewers, which that'll be a good one. And then I think it's Reds and Blue Jays. That's at 12. So I get right back to back. So that'll be pretty fun. And then, of course, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Dodgers, Pirates, all those days. And then, again, I'll probably be a fan for that Cowboys, Eagles. Again, everyone's going to be streaming that game, so what's the point of even trying? So, same bet I did when Texas beat Alabama 2 years ago. Oh, wow. I'll be at a party for a Texas game. I'll probably be tuning in Saturday night. Yeah, I won't be on Saturday night anyway, so. But I know you are in the CeeLo. Who else are you in that I know, Hammer? CeeLo. Actually, I can't remember. I don't know if there's another one that you go to that I know. Once again, folks, we are at halftime. About 7.5 minutes left. I know it's probably like, what the heck are you talking about, Dr. DeLay? Like, dude, get back to the game. Well, I can't really force them to come out of half. I kind of just I gotta chill. I gotta wait. But, of course, I do appreciate you guys. Again, I know it's I don't know. I just appreciate you guys for tuning on in. There's part of me that's like, man, I might get like 5 people here the whole night. But, no, I appreciate it, guys. I really do. Thanks for the coverage. Hey, Michael, how's it going, man? How's it going? I appreciate you. You're welcome. You're welcome. I know it's rough again, but that's kind of how it's going to be for football. Is that I just need to just grind it out, especially for college, because college YouTube and college, there's kind of a thing, So you'll be watching CeeLo for the race. Then I also have memberships with Valhalla and Bad Dog. Okay, I got you. Number 16, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Yeah, right now we are, I don't know why the heck I'm on the Pirates and Cardinals, but we're just kind of waiting for halftime to be over. It's 3-0. Maybe the second half will be a little bit more exciting. That's what we're kind of hoping for. Nebraska now at 13-3 at the half. Okay. Look at that. But yeah, this game, not the best game I've seen. And of course, we're still waiting on Edwards, the quarterback of Wisconsin, non-contact injury. He was able to walk off the field under his own power, but geez, yeah, he might be done. If he's done for the season, that is a killer. You get your Discord set up yet? It's almost done. I promise you it is almost done. We will be getting that. I could see that being done in September. And I think that's something that in the future I could use that to my advantage like very well, I think. But I'll explain that in the future. Future me will explain that, but I think that would be pretty good. Just breaking in the football coverage. Yeah, I mean, we're just trying to get warmed up. I was butchering a lot of calls earlier tonight. I'm surprised people are still here. But, yeah, it was pretty bad for me. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put the mic back on because we need to. But, yeah, no, I was so bad. If you're not calling the game Thursday, I might just take that night off and watch the Cowgirls lose to the Eagles. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be calling it, Nick. Like everybody in the world. I mean, I could try to redirect you if you'd like. I could point you in the direction of some people that probably will be calling that game, But, yeah, I'm probably after Dodgers and Pirates, I will probably I'll probably miss the first quarter or something like that. But, yeah, I'll watch the Cowboys. I just want to be a fan. I won't be able to be a fan a lot this year. I will be pretty much on here. It's nice for sports chat during the workday. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. I don't know. I'm thinking during game day, too. And I don't know. I don't want to get in trouble, but I feel like there's a workaround that could really take off. Let's just say that. If I get to be somewhat successful, there's an idea that I think would pop off. And yes, I need Discord to do it. But yeah, no, it would be, it would do well. It would do me pretty well. So hopefully we're about to be back. I think we're just under about 4 minutes left to go until the second half. Let's see. Again, we can kind of keep that poll up, I would say. It's still kind of relevant because, it's only 3 points difference with only half to go. Minus 18.5. That's, yeah, I really didn't think Miami of Ohio would be competing. By the way, if there's any Miami of Ohio fans out there, feel free to let your voices be heard. I'm kind of curious. How do you guys think you'll do in the MAC this year? I know it was really, looking at the preseason stuff, it was between Toledo, Ohio, and then Miami of Ohio. So U3, and of course Northern Illinois, sprinkle them in there, but they weren't really, in the people that I was paying attention to, they weren't really up there. It was really U3. So I'm kind of curious. I don't know if there are. This might literally just be a subscribers live stream, and it's fine. Because, like I said, I don't really think I'm going to be getting anybody here. But if you're not subscribed and you're watching, feel free to hit that like button and subscribe. Again, all you're going to get is more college football, more baseball as well, and plenty of NFL very, very soon. Of course, it's almost Monday, so the first poll is going to go up. So, again, make sure, guys, that you pay attention to my posts. And, of course, if you're a member, take advantage. I know Hammer's been gifting memberships, so make sure to click on that link for Pigskin Pick'em so we can go and compete against each other, see who's the most accurate football fan. I assure you, I'm probably going to win that one. I had my fantasy draft last Sunday, picked 7th, and had the worst draft of my career, but good coaches find a way to win. There we go. Yeah, I've had 2 drafts, and I've not been a fan. Really, I should not bet the under in the Alabama State game. Yeah, they Alabama State all over UAB, 28-23 in the third. Let's see if I don't know if you guys are able to look at the screen. Let me go ahead and pull it up because, again, we're still in commercial break. I have a feeling we're about to go back to the field here soon. So this one, how many people are in this one? This is a 12-team league. Didn't really like it. The board, I feel like I didn't like how the board looked at any point. As my quarterback is Prescott, Barkley, running back Cook, running back Hill, and Metcalf are my receivers. Warren, my tight end. Flex is Walker. Bench is Golden. Running back is Johnson. Downs, Thielen, Pitts, and Tua. So I don't know. But it looks like we're actually about to get ready. Let's go. We're back as Miami of Ohio kicks it off to resume the second half. And that is going out of bounds. But we'll talk fantasy football a little bit later. Erico says, yeesh. Yeah, I know. Just really, I didn't like how the board looked at any point for that 12. It was a 12-man. Bench looking sus. I know. Like I said, the bench, it was rough. It was a rough draft for me. And I drafted my wife's team as well. She is in that league, and my wife's team looks better. I can show you that a little bit later. As Wisconsin has it at the 25 in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. O'Neal moving to his right, fires, and it's caught at the 31 and pushed out of bounds at the 34. So just like that, a positive gain for Wisconsin. 2nd and 1 coming up for the Badgers. Prescott ain't clutch at all for us, but he's great. I know, that's why great value. I took him pretty late. And they are showing Edwards again, or at least the replay. I don't know. So really no update. Yeah, nothing on him. So 2nd and 1 coming up for the Badgers under center. O'Neal toss here to Jones. And Jones is hit hard behind the line. May have lost a yard or 2. I don't know where they're going to mark it, but he took a shot at the end of that one for sure. Stat pad. Yeah, no. Or I think I say pad stat Scott. Pad stat Scott. Yeah. All right, he lost about 2 there, so it's 3rd and 3 at the 32. Hands it off. Jones up the middle and breaks a tackle, and he's still on his feet and brought down. I couldn't tell you where, maybe at about the 42, but that's definitely enough for a first down. It looked like he was stuffed behind the line yet again, and then he's able to break free, burst out of nowhere, and definitely pick up the first. Missouri 61, Central Arkansas 6. Wow. All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 42. O'Neal, play action, throws. It's caught at the 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, pushed out of bounds at around the 25-yard line. Look at that. Wisconsin moving the chains. It's a little stop route. I believe that, who is that? Anthony showing off the speed, just getting pushed out of bounds there as Wisconsin is cooking to start the second half. 1st and 10, they're going to mark it at the 27. O'Neal in the shotgun. O'Neal drops back, looking, fires to the right. It's caught at the 21. It's at the 20, and he pushes forward. He's going to get close to the first down, and it looks like, yes, they're going to give him the first down. Another brand new set of downs for the Badgers. O'Neal is 5 for 5 for 56 yards. Most of those yards coming on this drive. I think he was 3 for 3 for 15. So, yeah. The Yak has been good to him. 1st and 10. In the shotgun. He's going to hand it off. Oh, looks like it's a reverse. And I think he may have gotten to the line of scrimmage. That just really didn't work. Tackle by... Who was that, by Martin, or was that... I couldn't tell you who made the tackle. It doesn't matter. 2nd and 10. So far, so good. That was the first, well, not really, actually. Lost a yard earlier on the drive, but really through the air, they've been very productive. On the ground, it's been hit and miss on the drive. 2nd and 10. In the pistol. Sending a man in motion. O'Neal moving, looking, stepping up, and he's going to tuck and run. And again, he may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage as, oh man, O'Neal went down again. I know a lot of pushing and shoving after the play, but nothing malicious. O'Neal doing a good job of sensing the pressure, but I think he tucks and run. He tucks and runs, like he doesn't keep his eyes down the field. He's not looking to pass. So I think that's not a good thing. That is not a good thing indeed. 3rd and 10 for the Badgers. Again, they're moving right to left on your YouTube screen. In the shotgun, O'Neal hands it off. Up down the right side. He's at the 10, and now he's going to be pushed back a little bit. So it's a gain of 7, but that will bring up 4th and 3. What are they going to do? That was Yakimelli on the carry, by the way. Gain of 7 for him. So 3 carries for 19 yards for Yakimelli. That is a great last name, Yakimelli. You're moving forward and trying reverse. Yeah, I didn't understand that. I didn't understand that at all. Trying to get too fancy because you're feeling yourself, I guess. I don't know. 4th and 3. They got to hurry, and looks like, yeah, they're going to have to call a timeout. They took forever deciding what they were going to do, and then they have to burn a timeout anyway. So 10:05 left to go in the third quarter. Wisconsin facing an interesting decision. 4th and 3 coming up whenever we, of course, come back. I, of course, will be right here doing the play-by-play. And once again, appreciate you guys for just, hanging out. Again, we're just trying to get this football thing going. I'm trying to switch over from baseball to football. I know it's messing me up. Like I said, down the right side there. Normally I wouldn't say that because it's down the right field line, down the side. I guess it kind of works, but something I normally wouldn't say. But yeah, appreciate you guys though for sure. And of course, if you're tuned in and you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. All you're going to get is more sports. So if you're a sports fan and haven't subscribed yet, are you really a sports fan? That is a good question. If you haven't subscribed, you're probably not. But if you do subscribe, then you can say you are. Come on, Miami. I bet on them just because I knew I'd be on this stream. I appreciate you, Hammer. I really do. Oh, man. Oh, what was I going to do? I wanted to show you guys. Yeah, this is, again, my team. Bench isn't that good, but it is what it is. My wife's team, who I drafted that as well, because she decided to take a nap. Who likes a little bit better? Allen, Gibbs, and Jacobs. Evans, Rice, though Rice now suspended, so my bad on that one. Njoku, Hunter, Steelers. That doesn't really matter. Benches, Mixon, Jennings, Scannabo, Love, Henry, Bay. Maybe not as good as I remember, but I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit better than mine. And, of course, there was an 18. I've never been in a team league with 18 teams. Like, literally, there's 18. If you're looking at the screen, 18. Never been a part of that. And I feel like my 18-team league is much better than my 12-team league. Like, how does that even make any sense? As it looks like we are returning to action. I'll go into that a little bit later. We will see what's happening here. I don't know. Looks like they're going to go for it. On 4th and 3, they're at the 10. They need to get to the 7. O'Neal is in the pistol. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Sending a man in motion. O'Neal. Play action. Looking. Fires to the end zone. It's intercepted. And he's going to take a knee in the end zone. Look at that. Try to lob it over the defender, but that was pretty much right to him. It was like he's playing catch with him. And honestly, I don't know why they wouldn't kick the field goal in a game where points are very hard to come by. A field goal is practically a touchdown in pretty much with how the game's going. I mean, you just got to kick the field goal. I'm sorry. I mean, you stopped throwing the ball, or I guess they had a sack, but whenever they were passing it, you had the efficiency there, and you started running it, trying to get a little cue with the little reverse there. It is what it is. 3-0. Miami ball when we do return. Next time the Steelers play in Dallas, I'm getting us tickets. Heck yeah. I regret not going to the Steelers Cowboys game in 2020. That would have been my last chance to ever see Ben play. I never got to see Ben play in person. That's something I will probably regret forever because, yeah, Steelers might not have another quarterback like him for a while. So, yeah. It'd be nice to see him, though, in person, the Steelers, but I don't know. I mean, if they're not any good, I mean, the TV experience is so good now, honestly. I mean, they're pricing out the fan. That's what I don't like either. They're pricing out the common fan. So, but that'd be nice, though. It would be cool. Let's see. Okay, yeah, going back to the 18-team league. Again, I feel like this team is better than my 12-team. Prescott, again, the quarterback, got great value there. Chase Brown, Aaron Jones, Malik Neighbors, DK Metcalf, Dalton Kincaid. Flex is Chris Olave. I know they have questions at quarterback there. And then the bench, again, 18 teams. You're not going to have many good players, but Hollywood Brown, Cade Otton, Chris Godwin, which, that could be pretty good. Rashad White, Matthew Stafford, Miles Sanders, Roman Wilson. Again, 18 teams. Not much happening there, but I feel like that team could beat my 12 team, and that's what's pretty sad about it. Sister lives in Dallas-Fort Worth, works for the Chamber of Commerce. Oh, okay, there we go. What do you mean they have Rodgers now? I can be better. Well, I mean, 40-year-old Rodgers better than prime Ben Erico. I mean, I'm going to have to disagree. Now, I am very excited about Rodgers playing for the Steelers, but the next time the Steelers play in Dallas, Rodgers will be retired by then. I mean, that is in 2028. So I don't see him playing that long. Now, if he is, then I would for sure. Oh yeah, I'll definitely go to that game, but I don't know. All right, in the shotgun is Finn. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Looks like he's going to hand it off. And again, not much happening as he's able to get back to the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 10 coming up for the Redhawks. That reverse was a drive killer. Then you need to go 3. They need 3 to go, and I don't know if they deserve to lose, but they definitely the play calling is questionable for sure. I don't understand that. 2nd and 9 coming up for the Redhawks in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Finn is clapping away. Looking, fires to the right. It's going to be caught at the 33, and he's pushed out of bounds. So that's a brand new set of downs for the Redhawks, as that was caught by Colsey. Colsey with the catch. Keeps him young, this guy. I don't know. I'm very hopeful for the Steelers this year for sure. Rodgers is definitely the best option we've had since Ben. As it's 1st and 10 at the 32. In the shotgun, Finn is going to hand it off. And he is met immediately by a pack of Badgers driving him backwards. And I don't even think he probably lost 2 there. As soon as he really got the ball, he had nothing. Danica Patrick. Yeah, I remember all that. That was, yeah. All right, 2nd and 11, favorable spot. No, it's 2nd and 12. I don't know what I was going to say ESPN, Big Ten. They're saying 2nd and 12 in the shotgun yet again. Finn looking. Oh, he's going to tuck and run, and he's got some space. He's just going to dive forward, maybe at the 35, but not much happening as the space closed quickly. So 3rd and long coming up for the Redhawks. They're saying it's 3rd and 8, so it's probably 3rd and 9 or something like that. Ball at the 34. They need to get to the 42. Okay, it's 3rd and 8. Look at that. What in the world is going on? They're going to have to call a timeout. Yeah. And I can understand why. The Red Hawk coach is very upset. The ref came in and was kind of holding him up, but the Wisconsin defense, a player was coming on pretty late, and the other player wasn't coming off. So he's upset that he had to use a timeout, and I understand his argument there. That's actually kind of, I'd definitely be upset if I'm him. So 3rd and 8 whenever we do come back. Again, 7:13 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Badgers lead the Redhawks 3-0. And, of course, again, I do appreciate you guys for hanging out with me, letting me call this game for you guys. We're trying to get there. We're trying to get there as far as in football shape. And of course, if you're tuned in and you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. Of course, a lot of baseball and football on the channel. I'm a huge football fan, but of course, I've been doing play-by-play for baseball since March. So I'm trying to get all the baseball lingo out of my system, for football. And, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, it is okay. But I got to get in shape for tomorrow. Again, I'm calling an actual game at the high school, and I did it last year, no problem. But now, all of a sudden, it's like I don't know what to say, which is crazy. It is what it is. Looking at the probability here, I don't know if, there we go. So you guys can see earlier it was 80%. Wisconsin down to 75% win probability. Still very comfortable, but definitely interesting because, again, I don't know. They should have kicked the field goal. I know it's 6-0, 3-0, whatever. But in a game like this where points are so hard to come by, that's the point. points, they're hard to come by. So, again, that field goal could be a huge factor. And I know Miami of Ohio, they have struggled to move the ball, but it just takes one freak play, and all of a sudden you're looking up and it's 7-3. And now you need a touchdown instead of a field goal possibly late in this one. You never know. You just never know. I have seen the Steelers throw away so many points. So I guess this is why it's like, I don't know if it's PTSD or whatnot, but yeah, I guess I totally agree with Nick, Elizabeth Ronaldo, Nick. That was not a good call. It definitely derailed the drive there. 3rd and 8 in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Finn dropping back. Heavy pressure, escaping. Still on his feet. Fires over the middle. It is way overhead, over the head of the receiver. Incomplete. And Finn was having a conversation, an angry conversation with one of the Wisconsin coaches. That was interesting. So Finn pretty upset. Of course, the head coach of Miami is like, hey, good job. But he's got to watch it, of course. Of course, the coach probably shouldn't be talking to the quarterback, because that's going to be a high punt. Oh, did it go off the Badger? I don't know. And it looks like it didn't, but there is a flag, as it's going to be down at the 17, but this might be going against Miami. He may have just killed the punt returner. Of course, the camera work tonight has been shaky at best, so. Yep, it's fair catch interference. That is a huge break. Yep, just flat out tackled the guy. Flat out tackled the guy before the ball got there. I don't know what strategy that is, but it's called the, hey, let's give him free 15 strategy. I agree, they should have taken the points, especially because they lost their starting quarterback. Exactly. But maybe, again, we'll see if O'Neal here can lead another decent drive. Again, last drive, they were able to get inside the 10, but if they turn over on downs, actually on the interception, but anyway, he's going to hand it off up the middle, and he's going to get maybe a half a yard. So 2nd and 9 coming up for the Badgers as the clock continues to run. 6:40 in the third quarter. Of course, the Badgers don't care if they win by 1 or by 40, but you're favored by 18.5. You finished 5-7 last year. You definitely want to come out strong against a group of 5 team. Of course, the group of 5 today look pretty good. 2nd 9, O'Neal moving back, trying to find the running back, and the running back drops it, incomplete. Yacomelli just couldn't make the catch. Of course, the throw was a little bit high, but it was definitely catchable. But to be honest, I don't know if he would have gotten much after that. Who would you rather have on your squad, Vince Young or Reggie Bush? Ooh. That's a good one. I would go, I'm assuming it's college versions of these guys. Oh, man. Let me think about that. 3rd and 9. And it looks like, he's going to keep it. And, he's breaking a tackle. Spin move brought down at about the 40. That was a huge run. The cameraman totally bit the fake, looking like one of Ben Roethlisberger's pump fakes. He actually got to the 35. Wow. What a run. Give me, I don't know, if it's an all-time, I don't know, because give me Vince Young. All right, in the pistol at the 36. Receiver to the left, receiver to the right. O'Neal moving to his left. Fires, and it's going to be incomplete. Had a guy that was open, but the pass was just off the mark, as it didn't reach him. That was actually O'Neal's first incompletion. No, it was not. Why did it say that? because he threw the pick. What the heck? All right. Well, that was a terrible stat. All right, 2nd and 10 for O'Neal. We're not trusting any of the statistics they give me. Throws, it's going to be caught at the 30, cuts inside, spin move, brought down at the 24. That's a brand new set of downs for the Badgers. We're approaching the 5-minute mark here again in the shotgun. O'Neal back to pass looking, fires. It's going to be caught at the 5, brought down at the 3. That was a great throw. O'Neal threading the needle. And the Badgers are inside the 5. That was a heck of a throw. If he honestly leads them, that's a pick. If he throws it, he threw it a little bit behind. It was like a back shoulder. Wow, that was a nice throw. As, again, they have it at the 3. The Badgers knocking on the door, looking for the first touchdown of the game. Ball at the 3. O'Neal is in the shotgun, and it looks like they're going to have to call a timeout. Yeah, they couldn't get the play off. They couldn't get the play, honestly. I don't know if there was some miscommunication issues or whatnot, but as soon as they broke the huddle, there was only 2 seconds left. And that's already, again, the second timeout that they've used. But luckily, Miami of Ohio doesn't want to score. 3-0 whenever we do return to this one. Once again, folks, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Of course, if you are here and you haven't subscribed to the channel, definitely subscribe, as this is what we do. We do a lot of play-by-play on the channel. So I do appreciate you guys for hanging out. And, yeah, I don't know. That's pretty much it. Again, a lot of baseball, a lot of football on the channel. So if you call yourself a sports fan, and you're here, definitely subscribe to the channel. Definitely do that. As it's been a while since the timeout might not be too long, so maybe we won't go over the scoreboard. After the next commercial break, we're going to go over the scores. Again, appreciate you guys for all just hanging out. It's definitely awesome. But yeah, football is back. Football is back indeed. And what do you get? You get no touchdowns. So there you go. But we might be seeing that change very soon. ESPN now giving Wisconsin an 88% chance to win. As again, they're at the 3, though this isn't updated. I don't know why it says the 25. I wonder if we'll go back to the game. Let's see. O'Neal. I can look at some of the stats while we wait. Why not? Danny O'Neal, 7 for 10, 89 yards and a pick. Of course, again, Edwards was 6 for 13, 68. And, of course, a non-contact injury forced him out. For the Redhawks, Finn is 5 for 10, 52 yards. We're returning to action. So that's always good to hear. It looks like, again, we are back. So, ball at the 3. It's 1st and goal. So 4 chances to put it in. Can they do it? In the shotgun is O'Neal. Running backs both to his left and to his right. O'Neal fires to the end zone. It's caught! Touchdown, Wisconsin Badgers. The first touchdown of the game comes here in the 3rd quarter. And the Badgers now lead by 2 scores. Look at that. First time the band has played. Well, I'm sure they've played earlier, but, for a touchdown. All right, the extra point is up. The extra point is good. Wisconsin Currently up 10-0 over Miami of Ohio with 4:08 left to go in the third quarter. I don't know if we're going to commercial break yet, so hold up. Doesn't look like we actually are. It's just a slant over the middle, just beating his guy. And then number 21, the cornerback's looking inside like, hey, where was my help? Okay, it looks like we're not going to go to commercial break. Where are we? I don't know. Let's see. Okay, yeah, no, we're going to stay here. So, looks like we're about to, I guess, kick off since we're staying here. Houston, again, all these scores, not going to see many solid games tonight. I mean, there has been some good games, but as far as good teams versus good teams, not really, as that's going to be out of the end zone for a touchback. They're giving me a score update. Minnesota is now up 23-10 over Buffalo as they are in the fourth quarter. A lot of stop and go in that one. I think that started at 8 o'clock Eastern time. It's now 11 o'clock Eastern time, 11:18. So, yeah, that one's been going for a while. Glad I didn't pick that one. All right, let's see what we got. We have Finn in the shotgun. Trips to the left. Tight end in tight to the right. Finn clapping away. Finn. He's going to hand it off, and he's not going anywhere. He's going to be... Oh, and the ball came loose. And there's a scrum, but I think they blew it dead. Oh, that's a killer. I think the Redhawks did recover it anyway, but geez. Referees just blowing this dead for no reason. Wow, just punched it out. So 2nd and 10 coming up for the Redhawks. Finn moving to his right. Fires. It's going to be caught at the 30 and immediately pushed out of bounds right there at the 30. So not much happening. Gain of 5 for the Redhawks. If you like offense, well, this game is not for you. Again, the Wisconsin just now scoring the first touchdown of the game just about a few minutes ago. As Miami already facing a 3rd and 5. Finn in the shotgun. Trips to the left. Finn clapping away. Clock hit 0. Gets the snap off. Finn moving to his left. Now moving to his right. Escaping. Spin move. Down he goes. Spun right into the defender. Sack. Allegro with yet another sack. I believe that's his 2nd sack of the game. And again, Miami just... The offense has just hasn't been there. So I missed your explanation on why you chose this game. Well, taking a risk. Multiple factors. As I'll explain after this punt. Here it is. It is away. And the punt returner is at the 37 with the fair catch. 2:01 left to go in the third quarter. Wisconsin leading 10-0. Let's see. So, in order, I was just pretty much taking a risk. So, obviously, now I actually don't know for this game specifically, but if you were to look up pretty much any other college football game on YouTube, let's see here. Yeah, okay. So, that is the actual game. Like, that is the actual game. That is the actual game. So, I don't know. I'm just kind of trying to find games that are not going to be shown illegally, as that's going to be thrown, and it's almost intercepted. Oh my goodness, that was an easy pick six, and I just realized that I closed the whole thing. So, yeah, that would have been a disaster for it. So, yeah, no, pretty much going to be trying to pick games that won't be, like, illegally live streamed. Like, so this Saturday, picked Sam Houston, Western Kentucky, and, yeah, no, it was not live streamed, as that's going to be 2nd and 10, handing off up the middle, breaking a tackle, still on his feet, pushed forward, brought down at the 44. That was a nice play by Dupree. So that is, yeah, that's kind of why I picked it, but I don't know. College, I shouldn't think like that, but again, I'm just trying to grow the channel. So I'm trying to pick games that might not be seen by like everybody, like, Fox, CBS, like those channels, NBC, ABC, ESPN, most of those guys have them. So 3rd and 2, O'Neal back to pass. No, he's going to tuck and run. It's at the 45, and he's brought down at the 48. That is enough for brand new set of downs. So, yeah, I don't know. Might not be the strategy I should use, but it is a strategy that may pay off. We'll see. We shall see. So, yeah, this one's on the Big Ten Network, so that's why I'm like, well, that might not be too common. As it's 1st and 10, handing it off. This is number 2, and he's only going to get a yard. Again, I haven't really been able to figure out many of the receivers because we really haven't been passing a lot, as there is a flag on the play. Holding offense. And that'll back him up 10. Of course, for the NFL, it's a lot differently. The NFL is a lot more strict, so obviously, I mean, there's a lot of play-by-play people for that. So in the shotgun is O'Neal. O'Neal throws. It's almost intercepted again. Number 29 had a good read on it, but just couldn't get there in time, as that falls incomplete. That is Walters. Jeez. Just another good play by Walters. Favorite Doritos flavor? I would say nacho cheese. Nacho cheese is pretty darn good. 2nd and 10 at the 38. O'Neal moving to his right. Now looking to his left. Looking to his right again. Scrambling. Fires. It is caught at the 45. And that will bring up 3rd down, as the clock will continue to run. Probably not going to get another play off. O'Neal is hustling everybody to the line, but it's only 3 seconds left. 2, 1, and that is it. Actually did snap it, but no, that was not in time. So that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Wisconsin currently up 10-0 over the Redhawks, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 15 when we do come back. And of course, thank you everyone for stopping on by. Make sure, again, if you haven't subscribed, definitely leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Of course, thank you to the donors, and of course, everybody for supporting me that way. Of course, Coffee Beans is the scoreboard sponsor, so we'll go over the scoreboard across college football. Jacksonville State, they lead UCF 10-3 in the 4th quarter. UL Monroe is up 29-0 over St. Francis. So I'm very sorry, Hammer. That is just unfortunate. You got some spicy sweet chili here. I'm not a fan. That's actually my wife's favorite one. I'm like, I don't like that. That's crazy. Yeah, no, my wife loves that one. I'm like, no, I'm good. Minnesota up 23-10 over Buffalo. UAB was taking the lead back over Alabama State, 38-35 with 11 to go in that one. Pardon me. Nebraska currently up 13-10 over Cincinnati in the third quarter. San Diego up 20-0 over Stony Brook at halftime. Final score: South Florida over Boise State 34-7. Rutgers over Ohio 34-31. Bowling Green defeating Lafayette 26-7. NC State holding off against East Carolina, 24-17. Delaware over Delaware State 35-17. Wyoming blowing out Akron. Hello, I'm just kidding. 10-0. Now Missouri blew out Central Arkansas 61-6. Duke pulling away from Elon 45-17. Oklahoma State over UT Martin 27-7, and Houston shutting out SFA 27-0. That is your scoreboard wrap-up, brought to you again by Coffee Beans. Thank you very much, Coffee Beans. Ever have a walking taco? I've never heard of a walking taco. Never heard of that. As Wisconsin is doing, they're all jumping. That's interesting. I guess that's a Wisconsin thing that they do. I know each school has their own like traditions or like stuff they do. That's okay. That's not too bad. All right, 3rd and 15 for Wisconsin at the 43. Back to pass. Looking, O'Neal. He's going to take off and run. He's at the, he's got tripped up at the 48. So nothing doing there, as looks like they're going to have to punt it away. It is when they cut open a bag of Doritos and put taco meat and salsa and yeah. It's kind of like the chili. That's what we do with chili down here with like the Frito-Lays, and you put the chili and the cheese, and of course, I put sour cream. I like sour cream. As there is the punt. 20, 30, 40. Fielded at the 6. Oh, he's taking it 10, 15. He's still on his feet, breaking a tackle. 20. And brought down at the 23. Tell you what, that was a very gutsy return, but it pays off. Fantasy team is Burrows, Gibbs, Cook, Flowers, Nakua, Kraft, Flexes, Pacheco. Baltimore defense, bench of Dunes, Kirk, Ridley, Bigsby. Okay, it sounds nice. How many teams are in it? How many teams are in that league? So, again, they're on commercial break, so bear with me, folks. Again, it is 10-0 Wisconsin over Miami. Oh, man. I'll probably be having like 2 or 3 spoonfuls of honey after this. Honey calms, it helps the throat. It does. Called the game earlier. I'm gonna have to get used to this. Hopefully, that's what I'm hoping for. Like, I just do more of these, and then my throat can go a little bit longer. But yeah, it's a lot of talking. Again, it's a lot easier. Like, whenever I am calling the games for the high school, I have my color guy there, so I don't have to be talking nonstop for 3.5 hours. So I have a guy that can alleviate. Of course, there's commercial breaks. Like, for me, I have to keep on yapping. If I go silent for like 2 minutes during the commercials, people will get bored and they'll leave or whatnot. So I'm not saying it's harder than a 9 to 5. Okay, I won't even bring that up. No, it's definitely not, but you definitely have to be entertaining. And I assure you, I'm not entertaining. Would be very nice, though, to actually be successful at this, though. That would be nice. That would be nice, but we're still many years away from even finding out if that's doable. I think the potential is there, though. 10 teams. Yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. I don't think I have a... No, I do have a league with 10 teams. That's the money league I'm in. Yeah, I do. We have yet to draft. When is that draft? Texas Steelers. Sunday at 6. Okay, that's fine. I think, there's only 10, right? I have the number 1 pick, yeah. I swear. I'm always first and last in this league. Oh, yeah, I randomized it. Yeah, okay, you did. All right, in the shotgun is Finn. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Finn drops back looking. Going to check it down to the running back. This is Ringer, and he's going to get pushed out at about the 26. So second and short coming up, or second and 7, I should say, not short. Coming up for the Redhawks. Again, the Redhawks have been shut out today. It's 10-0. They haven't really threatened at all to score, so this would be a shock if they're able to drive the field. Second and 6. Finn clapping away. In the shotgun. Finn hands it off to Ringer. Ringer's going to get maybe a yard or 2, not much, as there's another penalty flag on the field. Online draft is Monday night. I got a rack of ribs. I'm going to smoke it. Nice. Very nice. Illegal formation. Illegal formation on the Redhawks, so they're going to back up 5. And it looks like actually Wisconsin's going to decline the penalty. Kind of disrespectful. That's kind of disrespectful considering it'd be about 3rd and 6 rather than like 2nd and 12. Wow. But honestly, with how the Redhawks have looked tonight, it's not too surprising. 3rd and 6. Once again in the shotgun. Trips to the right, 1 to the left. Running back right beside him to his left. Finn drops back, looking to his left, evading pressure, stepping up. He's taking off. Oh, and he's tackled at the 30. Ran into Cheeks, the edge, or the linebacker, I should say. Honestly, he had a wide open space. It's like he ran right into Cheeks. Could have kept going to the left. He had a trajectory, and then he kind of turned upfield right into him. So I don't know what he was doing. But it's going to be 4th and 2, and they're going to punt. Here is the punt. Fair catch signal has been given as he catches it at the 20. As the Wisconsin guy decides to talk smack to the Miami of Ohio guy. So 12:20 left to go in this one. Wisconsin leading 10-0 over Miami of Ohio. Man, I think that Sunday draft my last one. I hope so. This is my main one. This is the keeper league I've been doing since 2013, which they haven't. I might not be able to keep Rice anymore. Might have to keep Tua, and I really don't want to. Get 5 keepers. I don't know if I can show you guys the history on here. There we go. I can show you the history. Yeah, I was the OG champion way back in 2013. So I would have been maybe, 16, 17 years old. Total Drama. Yeah, I know. It's a kind of a lame name. But that's me. I love the show Total Drama. If there's anybody my age, you'll probably know it. Maybe a little bit older. And then, in 2014, they changed the date of the draft on me. So I was the only one not to draft. I still made the playoffs, and I lost. And then got 2nd place, the All-Stars. And then anti-KFFL. That's when I went on my little I hate the league type of thing. And, 2nd place. And then ever since then, just like the Steelers, pretty much. Whenever the Steelers were winning playoff games, so was I. And it's been rough since. Yeah. Last year got 5th. I'm finally coming back. But I was dominant. I made the championship the 3 of the first 4 years. And again, the 1 year is because they literally changed the date of the draft on me. I was the only one to not draft. I'm like, really? That's not collusion. Okay. And, yeah. Yeah, that's fun. You guys are killing me with all the talk about food. I'm not, it's not 5 o'clock. I'm already starving. It's only 8:35 here. I'm sorry. Hey, Hammer's the one bringing up food. I would never bring it up. Though I am looking forward to some Whataburger tomorrow. And, of course, Saturday, I believe he's going to be firing up the grill. He said some links and some boudin. I don't know if that appeals to you, but, yeah, I'm excited for it as we are returning to action in Madison, where, again, Wisconsin leads 10-0. Remember what round the first kicker went in? You went, really, this guy, why would you go in the first round as he hands it off? Oh, he's got some space at the 20, 25, cuts inside, and he's pushed across the 30 for a brand new set of downs. So Wisconsin, again, if they score a touchdown, it's pretty much over based on how this game is won. Honestly, 10 points is probably it. Miami, just no offense today. I mean, if you're a Miami of Ohio fan tuned in, it's not been pretty. Even Wisconsin, it hasn't really been pretty, but they look so much better than Miami is. O'Neal drops back, looking, fires, checks it down at the 30, and he is hit hard at about the 32, and that's where he's going to go down. So, gain of 2. I believe that was Jones, Dylan Jones, who's had a nice game. Dylan Jones, I like his field vision. He's been able to really find the holes and make the nice cuts into open space. Yeah, that's kind of his strength. Very impressed with him. Very impressive running back there. 2nd and 8 as he hands it off. This is Dupree. Breaks a tackle but tripped up at the 35. So a gain of about 2, maybe 3. Why would I want a clutch kicker who can hit from 70 yards? Okay, well, I mean, don't. Oh, do you remember what? Oh, yeah, I have no idea. Okay, I misread the statement. My bad. As he throws it down the left side, and it's going to be incomplete. But now the yellow flags are all over the place, as it looks like that's going to be on Miami of Ohio. Yeah, I don't recall an either draft, to be honest with you. I don't really worry about kickers and defense until like the last 2 rounds. Maybe the third to the last. And even then, I look at defense before I do a kicker, because the difference between the kicker's fantasy points and the defensive fantasy points are so much greater when it comes to defense. As he hands it up the middle, and he's fighting, and he's going to be brought down at about the 46. So gain of 3. That was Dupree on the carry. So, yeah, that's kind of me. Next year, when I have more subs, I would like to do a fantasy football draft, fantasy football league with you guys. As O'Neal jumps back, throws it over the middle. It's caught at the 40, and he's going to get the first down as he's brought down at the 37. That was Steck on the catch. Yeah, that would be something I'd like to do on the channel for sure. Definitely want to cut loose some of the leagues. I used to be able to be in like 8 or 10, and now it's like, no, I don't have I found the quality has, I couldn't do it all. I couldn't multitask. As it's 1st and 10 in the pistol, O'Neal drops back, moving, and oh no, down he goes. A pack of Redhawks were able to bring him down. That was Trick again. Trick has been all over the field today for Miami. It's one of the few bright spots for him. Just beating the left tackle. I mean, he beat him bad. I mean, The left tackle for Wisconsin. I mean, Trick might be really good. I mean, that's probably the case. Again, he's been very good, but it's a little rough over there on the left side of the O-line. Second down, ball at the 45. Is going to check it down. And, he can't make the catch intended for Mason, the tight end, but the throw really was not good at all. And that'll bring up third and long, 3rd and 18, actually. We can do fantasy baseball this string. Oh, yeah, we definitely will. I think we should have 1,000 by then. We'll have plenty of interest. His name is Cook from Jax. He is my kicker. Cook. I can't remember. 3rd and 18, ball at the 45. O'Neal drops back, steps up, firing deep. Over the middle, it is incomplete. Pass intended for Ballard, but it was tipped away at the last second by the safety of Miami of Ohio, and that will force the punt. Yeah, I'll definitely do a fantasy league. I only do one league a year now, but I do one. Okay, well, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Yeah, we'll do one. We'll do it with baseball for sure, but fantasy football next year for sure. We got you. As there is the punt. Fair catch is given at the 9, and the Wisconsin Badger kind of bumped him, and he didn't appreciate that. He was looking at the ref like, what the heck? I give the fair catch signal, and he's bumping me, and there's no flag, so it doesn't matter as we head to commercial break. 8:37 left to go in the fourth quarter. Wisconsin up 10-0 over Miami of Ohio. Of course, again, thank you guys so much for sticking with me in this one. Obviously not the most exciting game, and of course, YouTube doesn't care about ethics. So, not getting a lot of traffic for this one, but it is what it is. This is pretty much how it started off for baseball anyway. So, I'm kind of used to it. But yeah, appreciate you guys. And go ahead and end that poll. I mean, it still could. I mean, 18.5 is the spread, but right now it's 10, so they need to score twice, and one of them has to be a touchdown. But yeah, again, make sure if you are tuned in and you're not subscribed, make sure to definitely leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. And of course, again, shout out to all the members and the donors. I do appreciate you guys. Again, Hammer, you've been, I mean, I really appreciate you, man. It's really nice. It's really nice to know that. You're willing to just do that. That's really awesome. But of course, the scoreboard sponsor is Coffee Beans. So we're going to go over the scores real quick. Jacksonville State and UCF tied at 10 apiece in the fourth quarter. UAB over Alabama State 45-35 with 6 minutes left in the fourth. Nebraska currently up 13-10 over Cincinnati with 11 left in the fourth. San Diego State currently up 20-0 over Stony Brook at halftime. Final scores: USF over Boise State 34-7. Pardon me. Rutgers over Ohio 34-31. Bowling Green over Lafayette 26-7. NC State over East Carolina 24-17. Delaware over Delaware State 35-17. UL Monroe defeats St. Francis 29-0. Wyoming over Akron 10-0. Missouri over Central Arkansas 61-6. I'm getting tired, guys. I'm sorry. Duke over Elon 45-17. Oklahoma State over UT Martin 27-7. Minnesota over Buffalo 23-10. And Houston over SFA 27-0. All right, we're back as again Miami of Ohio are at the 10, and if they're going to get back into this, they need to score here on this drive. But I wouldn't put money on it. As, again, it's 1st and 10 in the shotgun. Finn clapping away, trying to draw him off. Finn drops back, looking to his right, fires, and it is going to be caught. Did he get the foot in bounds is the question. And he did. But there's a flag on the play. I'm going to show the replay here. Wow. What a catch by Colsey, the receiver. Holding on the offense. Oh, that's a killer. I mean, that was a great catch by Colsey. And the throw was pretty good as well. But it's wiped away by the holding penalty. So 1st and 15 for the Badgers. Again, in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Moving to his right. Fires over the middle. It's intercepted at the 20. 10, 5, diving. I don't know what they call. Doesn't look like they have a touchdown signal. But that is a killer for Miami of Ohio. They're saying he stepped out of bounds at the 2. Ooh, that is a killer. Just a little in route the throw. Again, the receiver kind of slowed down. I don't know if Finn was expecting that or not, but he kept leading him in. And yeah, Zachman takes advantage and says, thank you very much, as it's 1st and goal. Ball at the 2. O'Neal is under center. 2 fullbacks in the backfield. Hands it off. This is Iacomelli, and he's going to get close, but not able to punch it in, as that's going to be marked down at about the half-yard line. So that is pretty much it. Again, they really needed to score on that drive. Unless, of course, they're able to maybe force a turnover here, but I don't see that happening. 2nd and goal. Ball at the 1. O'Neal under center. Changing the play. Hands it off. This is Iacomelli, and he powers forward, and he's going to get in. No, he is not. Wow, really? That is... Wow, I mean, that ball is right there at the line. Wow, I mean, talk about... I mean, it's right there. All right, 3rd and goal. You can pretty much Tom Brady it, snap it, and then put the ball, jump over the line. And they're going to take it up the middle, and he has it. Touchdown, Wisconsin Badgers. And O'Neal is pretty happy about it. Again, just the quarterback sneak, as they're an extra point away from pretty much saying this one is over. There would be a 3-score game. And, a 2-score game was a lot for Miami of Ohio, but 3 is pretty much it. So 6:45 left to go in this one, as the extra point. Snap, hold, kick. It is up. It is good. 17-0 Wisconsin over Miami of Ohio. The spread was at 18.5. Hey, it was looking like that might not hit, but now it looks like Wisconsin might cover. I wonder if this is how everyone thought the game would go, like a low-scoring defensive battle. Again, just a miscommunication from the quarterback and the receiver there on the interception. Just unfortunate. All right, well, hey, we're back. There's no commercial break. As Nick, you have a long shift ahead of you. I, myself, am exhausted, so I guess you're probably used to the overnights, but, man, I couldn't do that. That's going to be Kicking off, fielded in the end zone, and, well, I don't know. That's weird. The refs blew it dead, but he was running out. I thought that was a penalty, but I don't know. It is what it is. I used to work late. I never worked overnight. Yeah. All right, 1st and 10 for the Redhawks as, again, they've had no offense today. They I don't know what they're going to do, but this is not good. Total yards, they're at 90. Wisconsin at 300. They've just nothing. Wisconsin's solid defense, but geez, that is not good. That is not good at all. 1st and 10 at the 25 in the shotgun. Trips to the right, 1 to the left. Finn drops back. Steps up, throws to the right. It's caught at the 30. Stiff arm, 35-40, and will step out at about the 43. Nice catch and run by number 10. Who was that? Try to shout him out, but I cannot. That was a nice play. Clock, of course, continues to run. The ball is nowhere to be seen. So, anyway, 6:20 and counting in the shotgun is Finn. Finn drops back, steps up, fires. It's going to be caught at the 47, and that's where he's going to be tackled at. Again, another nice catch by number 10. Trying to make some magic happen after the play, but nothing happened in that time. And looks like they're doing a hurry-up offense, and they're actually moving the ball. Of course, Wisconsin might be playing a little bit soft as Finn drops back yet again. Looking, moving to his right, scrambling, fires, and it is, oh, what a catch, but that one is out of bounds as the clock will stop at 5:45. Finn, 10 for 15 for 83 yards. Just not really, again, much through the air today. So 3rd and 3. Trips to the left to one receiver to the right. Moving right to left on your YouTube screen. Finn drops back. Looking. Fires down the right side. It is incomplete, but there was a lot of pulling and shoving. And yes, there is the flag, and that's going to give Miami a brand new set of downs. 15-yard penalty, 1st down. So Miami just now finally able to really, I don't know if they've been inside the 20 today, but this is rare. 1st and 10, they're at the 38. Finn moving. And he's going to take off. He's at the 35 and will step out at about the 33, maybe 32. I'm not too sure. But again, the clock continuing to run. Finn just hustling everybody to the line in the shotgun. Trips to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Finn drops back and the play is blown dead. As there's a timeout, Wisconsin. That's their final timeout. Final timeout again with 5:17 left to go in this one. Wisconsin all over Miami. Just nothing really for Miami on the offense. Really, this is their best drive all game. I need the Sky to tie it up and go to OT if I got any shot at all my player props hitting. What in the world? I forgot I have the WNBA on my ticker. I probably going to take that off soon. I used to not sleep, so I figured I would just work. But now I can sleep, so I used to late nights. I used to be a bouncer and a bartender until COVID. Oh, wow. Dang. Tell you what, as soon as this game is over, I am going to bed. I am exhausted. I do appreciate you guys hanging out, man. I don't know what I was expecting tonight, but it wasn't really, much, to be honest. All right, Finn drops back, looking to his right. He fires, and it's way out of bounds. I mean, he had a receiver open in the flat, saw him too late, and then fired to the bench. Finn is not the most accurate guy I've seen, let's just say that. You're thinking of putting 500 on the Spurs to win the title. Oh my gosh, I would not do that. That sounds like it's going to be $500 that will be going to FanDuel or something. 3rd and 5, again, Finn in the shotgun. Finn drops back, looking. Down the left side, fires. It is intercepted yet again. Zachman with his second pick of the night. And that will pretty much do it for this one. Of course, I will stay on until the conclusion. But, I mean, this is pretty much over. 17-0. Finn just trying to air it out. But really, again, his throws, looking at it, really, he cannot throw it down the field. That's whenever it's really more than 10 yards down the field, you see the inaccuracy. You see it. Wisconsin sees it as it's 1st and 10. O'Neal under center. He's going to hand it off. This is Dupree. Dupree's going to take it up the middle, and he's only going to get about 2 or 3. It would pay $30K. I mean, well, that's quite the it's quite the payout. I don't know. I just don't think that's going to happen. But I mean, shoot, go for it. If that's what you want to do, I won't stop you. In the pistol, 2nd and 7. O'Neal. Play action, throws. It's caught at the 20. Cuts inside, 25. Brought down at about the 27. That was Anthony the second with a nice catch. Nice move, of course, to make the defender miss and pick up the first. As the clock continues to run. Again, Wisconsin going to start off 1-0. The spread was 18.5. I doubt Wisconsin really pushes it, unless, of course, it's a breakaway touchdown. I don't really see them scoring again. In the pistol. Sending a man in motion, O'Neal. Hands it off. This is Dupree trying to find some space, cutting inside, still on his feet, breaking tackles, brought down just shy of the first down marker. That was a nice run by Dupree, probably a gain of about 9. They're showing what happened. It's Billy Edwards, the starting quarterback for Wisconsin, getting a non-contact injury, forcing him out of this one and possibly for the rest of the year. But I don't know. I have no idea. They have not said anything. Of course, I don't have my headset on, so maybe they're saying something now. But I have no idea. As O'Neal pitches to Dupree, Dupree is going to stop running because there's a flag on the play. False start on the offense. That'll back them up 5. Got to do the betting build-up program. Do a 50-cent 7-leg parlay. Win $5. Then bet a 5-leg for $5. Win $100. Pocket 80. Make a $20 bet. Always build up and you never come out of pocket. Jonathan, that is the way to do it. But I'm not much of a sports bettor. I wonder, Hammer and Nick, they do the sports betting. You know, that's stuff you'd have to talk with them, compare strategies with them. As O'Neal hands it off. No, he's going to keep it. He's at the 35. He's sliding forward. I don't know if he got the first. It's going to be close. It's going to be really close. I just don't know where they're going to mark it, as they're showing Billy Edwards on the sideline. Again, I'm going to say he slid just shy of the first down marker. Quarterback injuries the last 2 seasons. Tanner Mordecai in 2023 lost him in the 6th game. Then last year lost their starting quarterback in the third game. So Wisconsin has struggled to keep their quarterback healthy. I wonder if they've all been home. I think that's something to look at. Of course, well, I mean, it said broken hands, so that's not really the turf. But again, I'm not a turf guy. I don't really think turf is the way to go. Natural grass. You lose any of those, you're out your initial 50 cents. Yeah, that is true. That is true. All right, well, once again, folks, it's a 2-minute warning. Again, Wisconsin up 17-0. Appreciate you guys for hanging out. Of course, if you are here and you haven't subscribed yet, definitely subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. This is what I do. And, of course, a special thank you to the members of the channel. I do appreciate you guys. Of course, Coffee Beans is the scoreboard sponsor. So, for one last time, we're going to go over what's happening across college football. Let's see. UCF currently up 17-10 over Jacksonville State with a minute left. Looks like UCF has just scored, so Jacksonville State with a chance to tie it up or win it outright. UAB is up 45-42 with 2:29 left to go in that one. There's nothing telling me who has the ball in that one, so I don't know. Nebraska up 20-17 over Cincinnati with 7:15 left to go in the fourth quarter. Cincinnati's actually just scored a touchdown in that one. Pardon me, San Diego up 20-0 over Stony Brook in the third quarter. Once again, South Florida over Boise State 34-7. Rutgers over Ohio 34-31. Bowling Green up 26-7, or defeating Lafayette 26-7. In that one, NC State over East Carolina 24-17. Delaware over Delaware State 35-17. UL Monroe 29. St. Francis 0. Wyoming shutting out Akron 10-0. Missouri all over Central Arkansas 61-6. Duke pulling away from Elon 45-17. Oklahoma State over UT Martin 27-7. Minnesota over Buffalo 23-10. Houston over SFA 27-0. O'Neal is under center. He hands it off. Dupree takes it up. He's got the first down and a little bit more as he powers forward for a brand new set of downs. We will build some TD parlays, and I build home run parlays every day. Yes, sir. Yeah, hey, that'll be fun. Of course, I always pull for you guys. I myself do not sports bet or do anything like that. But, again, I always pull for you guys to win because big gamble usually wins more than us at the end of the day. Yeah, more than the common fan. It's 1st and 10. O'Neal under center. Hands it off. This is Jones. Hurdles. And he's going to be brought down at about midfield. Again, I don't know if Miami of Ohio is really going to try to really take a timeout here. That would be kind of foolish, but I don't know. It is what it is. They're showing a compilation of what happened in this game. Again, 17-0. Really not much. I mean, again, it was 3-0 at half, and it looks like Miami will not be calling a timeout, at least as of now. So under center is O'Neal, waiting, I'm assuming, till the last second to snap it. 40 seconds left to go. 5 on the play clock. Hands it off to Jones. Jones got some space at the 45. Brought down at the 41. He was tripped up. And, again, I don't know. I'm assuming that is it. That is going to do it in this one. Wisconsin winning their opener 17-0 over Miami of Ohio. Of course, Miami of Ohio, 18.5-point dog. They actually cover without scoring a point. So, I don't know how you feel about it. If you're a Wisconsin fan or not, I don't know how you feel about just, putting up 17 on Miami. But, your defense looked good. So, there's that. Of course, if you're a Miami of Ohio fan, you feel pretty good. Hey, that honestly, our defense is pretty good. Our offense is going to be a problem. I don't know. But yeah. Hey, it was fun. It was fun. I know it wasn't the most exciting game, but, football is back, and I'm very thankful for it. So, again, I do appreciate you guys as well. I'm very thankful for you guys for hanging out with me as I call this game, as I try to get back into football shape. Much better second half for me than the first half for sure. That was rough. I was cooked. But yeah, appreciate you guys again. Thank you very much for everyone. Of course, just for even clicking on the live stream, it helps out a lot. Of course, leave a like, hit the like button, and of course, subscribe if you haven't done so already. And of course, a special shout out to all the members. Again, 99 cents. That's really, that's all it is for the membership. Like it'd be, what was that, $12.88 a year. I know times are tough, so that's why to support the channel, it's literally it's the lowest I could go, 99 cents to become a member. So I appreciate you guys so much. I will probably send you guys over to someone else. I don't know who else is on, but we're gonna go ahead and see. And of course, just say Dr. Delay sent you or whatever, or you don't say anything. But it's my way of showing support to those that have supported me. So yeah, that's pretty much what I do here. Of course, when it's football season, when I'm doing the doubleheader, I'll be able to send you over to my next stream. So that'll be pretty fun. Let's see, is this the one? Yeah, we're gonna do this one. All right, you guys all have a great night. Nebraska let me down. I made money off them and Navy last year. Oh man, yeah, Navy had a good year. Until the end, they kind of fell apart, but yeah, no, you guys all have a great rest of your Thursday night. I will not be on tomorrow. It's my first time not being on since July 27th, but of course I'll be posting somewhere stuff where you guys can go to. I'm sure there'll be plenty of streams tomorrow, so you guys definitely need to check them out. On April Fool's Day, you should redirect us to the yeah, okay. Hercast. That'd be funny. But yeah, I will be back Saturday. It might just be the Pirates and Red Sox. I don't know. We'll see what happens. And of course, again, plenty of baseball next week, and we'll be back at it, of course, for some more football next Sunday. I'm very excited for that first NFL Sunday. Of course, every Steelers game. And again, the polls start Monday. So again, if you guys want to be influencing what games I call, again, week 1, the first poll goes up Monday, September 1st on Labor Day. So definitely do that. All right. I'm going to sign off. You guys enjoy the rest of your Thursday night, Nick. Good luck with the rest of your shift, as always. And again, thank you, everyone, for stopping on by. You guys are all legends in my book. Y'all take care.